In this video, I'll be surviving 100 days using only Eeveelutions in Minecraft Cobblemon. My goal of this video will be training up a team using only Eevees and getting one of every Eeveelution. So watch as I pick Pokemon, train them up, and fight my 10 rivals, as well as various other players throughout these 100 days. I also play dungeons, fill up my Pokedex, explore the world, and more. I hope you all enjoy the video. Who doesn't love the Eevee Pokemon? I mean, I do. We are also going to have a starter Eevee, as you guys can see. We're playing on Cobble Cove today, so if you guys want to come play, I mean, the team here tries to keep everything super fair, super fun. We have a fun, active, and friendly community if you guys want to come try it out. Or if you want to just watch the video, watch the video. So there's going to be some super cool features we get to try out, but we're going to be earning everything the fair and square way. And one more wood log, 14 is going to be more than enough for us, I think, here. And can I go into this cave? Ooh, there's actually multiple things down here. So let me go down and use my crafting table, get that wooden pickaxe crafted, and then we can go ahead and grab ourselves a couple pieces of stone here. Eeveelutions are literally so iconic. I mean, I love Eeveelutions. While the video is new, let's get everyone in the comments. What is your favorite Eeveelution Pokemon? You have to leave a comment if you hear this. Even you, Chester. No one's name is Chester. I should have used a more common name. I mean, favorite Eeveelution, I'm gonna have to say mine in a second after you guys comment yours. I don't want anybody copying me. I'm just kidding, bud. Okay, now that you guys have them in the comments, my favorite Eeveelution is probably... I know it might be basic, but I'm gonna have to say it's a tie between Umbreon and Sylveon. I like both the designs. I like both the types. I mean, they're just two great Pokemon, but... I mean, all Eeveelutions are made great. There's a couple that I won't like, which I'm not gonna start hating on Eeveelutions here. That's not the point of this video, guys. All Eeveelutions are great. But, there's definitely some that I would not say I'm as big of a fan of, so... But I mean, so many great Eeveelutions still, right? Like, Leafeon gets the pass for me. Flareon is there. Vaporeon is pretty okay. Vaporeon's probably my least favorite of the original three, but I don't hate Vaporeon at the same time. Espeon is so cool. I mean, I guess I actually take the back what I said about the Eeveelutions, because I used to not like Jolteon as much. I'll say it, okay? I'll snitch on myself. But thinking about Jolteon now, Jolteon is cute. I mean, I don't have any problems with Jolteon. I mean, we have 37 iron. That is a pretty good start if you ask me. So let's try to get back to the surface here and see if I can't maybe get like a furnace down soon or find something interesting around here. I should probably make a furnace with this for I don't use that cobblestone like placing random blocks by accident. Okay, and then there's a pig right here. We don't need food though at the moment. We probably want to get diamonds because not this second I'm not gonna get diamonds, but if we do end up getting diamonds, then we'll be able to make diamond armor. And on Cobble Cove we have something called dungeons, which basically bring you into a place with a bunch of Pokemon, a bunch of mobs. They all try to kill you, and you can loot chests, get some money, fight a boss Pokemon, and have a chance to win some really great rewards. So we're going to be trying that at some point here, but we're not exactly ready for it at the moment just quite yet. Oh, we had a Grubbin spawn on us just now. Where did that... Okay, right over here. Unfortunately, the only shiny we could use that spawns on us is literally an Eevee. So, I mean, that's not going to really do anything for us. Also, on Cobble Cove, if you guys join, you can do /kit space claim space daily. And then that can give you some free Pokeballs like this. It's very helpful to start out and it's nothing OP, because you will go through these really quick, so you still need to farm apricorns. If you also open up the /kits, you can claim it from right here. There's a 20-hour cooldown. So if you're busy with school or work or what the heck are you doing? Anyways, if you're busy and you can't get on the exact time your resets, you can slowly make progress and bring the daily kit back down, if that makes sense. 20-hour cooldowns for daily cooldowns are better. See, at Cobble Cove, we're already doing stuff better. Alright, there's a sunstone right here. We need some iron to mine it, though. I don't think any Eeveelution evolves from a sunstone, but we're still gonna get it. We're collecting everything. I'll keep watching my furnace right here and kind of watch out these surroundings. Make sure everything's staying safe. Okay, we have some iron now. Let me go ahead and make a couple more sticks here, and we can craft up an iron pickaxe. And then we can mine this stone, which will be nice to have. Again, that I can think of. I don't think any Pokemon use this, but at the same time, it's the best we got. Ooh, I'm a Reap. We can catch Pokemon for Dex percentage, because if we get some Dex, we can get more completion on it, and it will give us some money and rewards. Ooh, we just finished a challenge. We just got $1,000. Someone attacked me again? What are with all these Pokemon attacking me today? Oh my goodness. Alright, another Pokemon has been captured. We're gaining a couple levels on Eevee up there too, which is really nice. I don't know if we're going to be able to beat the first trainer without 2 Eevees, but finding Eevee is already hard enough in its own right, so I'm not sure. We probably want to start looking for an extra Eevee, especially if we could start breeding them possibly. Also, let's type /STS and sell Ladybug, which will give us $2,200, a pretty nice boost in our money. Should be at like 2,700 now. That will come in very, very handy later when we want to do stuff and battle other players and fight our rivals. But for now, we gotta find that Eevee. I think is gonna be the #1 priority. So let me get looking. There's some Basculins around me. Interesting. Let's try to catch some of them. Oh, we caught 1 Basculin. Nice. There's a Psyduck, a Vigavolt. I mean, some cool Pokemon, but they aren't Eevees. Eevee is the only thing we can use. We gotta find more, guys. We have to find an Eevee soon, and I'll tell you why. The reason is because if we don't, we can't evolve the Eevee, right? Because we need one to breed. So we're gonna be stuck with an Eevee in our first rival battle, and just 1 Eevee at that. I don't know, we're gonna be able to beat it. This might be the first video we lose the first rival battle and have to go back to it. Usually I beat all of them in the 10 days when we beat them. But if I ever lose them, I think we'll probably just end up going back and trying again. Seems like a lot of fun. Until we do beat it, or if we fail like 3 times, we could just say we failed it. But I feel like battling again would be the most fun way to go about it. I just have never gone to that point, but I mean, this is probably a contender for the first video we will ever have to do that. So we really gotta step our game up and find this Eevee, guys. Let me see if it spawns here. Oh, there's Pichu right here. Pikachu is basically an honorary Eevee, right? I think that would actually be funny if I did allow that, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna catch Pichu though for the dex percent. Who doesn't like Pikachu, right? Ooh, first Pokeball. Ooh, a little Pokemon right here. I'm gonna keep catching these and looking, using my map at the top right there, seeing if we can find any. And if I do end up finding something, I'll let you guys know, but kind of seems like we're gonna be waiting here for quite a while. Okay, we just got another shiny. What? A Blipbug? Why am I getting so many bug shinies here? I would way rather have an Eevee. I have no idea what's going on. Blipbug, where are you? Oh my gosh, Blipbug is in a tree. Just have to find out exactly where. It must be in like a branch somewhere. I think we have to mine this to get them out. Okay, Blipbug has fallen out of the tree. Level 6. We should catch it with the first Great Ball. Look at all this wood on the ground. This is what I had to do to get this Blipbug. Okay, there we go. We did catch it. Level 6. Pretty awesome. Obviously, we can't use it because it's on an Eevee, but I'm gonna try to keep searching for an Eevee here. Maybe we can STS Psyduck now, though? Ooh, we can. Okay, $3,400 more dollars. I mean, that's really good, but at the same time, we still really need to find this Eevee. I'm still on the lookout. You know, we should collect these apricorns too while I'm over here. I'm just running around in circles. There's really no harm in doing so, I guess. So let's get them. I'm probably gonna be here long enough for all of them to regrow once or twice. Alright, and that should be good for now. Alright, I just found this Eevee here after waiting for a bit. I guess I'm hoping it's a male. That would be ideal. So let's go ahead and try to catch it. And hopefully it doesn't take too long because I've been waiting here for a while. Alright, we just caught the Eevee. It's actually very close level to our other one, and it is a male, so that means we can breed them. I'm gonna go ahead and put them in my /daycare right now, and then hopefully we can have them breed like once or twice before we have to fight the rival, which is coming up pretty soon here. But if we do have them breed, I kind of want to evolve one of the Pokemon, and I think like Sylveon, for example, is friendship based, but I know some of them are only a stone, so I'm gonna see. I kind of had a plan of which ones I want to go for. I do want to end up getting every single evolution in this video. That's one of my goals, but I'm gonna go ahead and see if one of the ones I do want for specifically battling is a stone evolution, which I think one is. Okay, yes, Flareon does just need the Firestone, so I'm gonna try to go to the end, or I'm not the end, sorry, the Nether, and if we can get some Firestone blocks, we could probably easily go ahead and make a Firestone, or get a Firestone, because 1 block equals 1 Firestone, so it should be pretty easy. Let's go ahead and do /warp Nether. And then once we are here, we can do /RTP to get in a random location somewhere in the Nether. There we are. And it shouldn't be too difficult to find a spot, but especially in the roof, like I find that if there's going to be a Firestone anywhere, they're usually left in the roof because it's kind of hard to get to. So that is where I'm going to start looking. If I find one lower though, I will definitely take it because that's less climbing around. I should also get some netherrack just in case we do have to end up stacking up. That will be the easiest block to go ahead and use. The gold looks so similar, so it's kind of hard to tell sometimes, but I'm pretty sure all 3 of these are gold veins. The firestone ore blocks also kind of tend to be pretty small. Like, they can get up to like 3 blocks, but I think anything more than that is pretty rare. Like, up there to the left, I wonder if those are both gold or if one of those are actually a firestone. I'm gonna go ahead and go look at that. Ooh, see right down there, there is a firestone block in the wall. So that should be all that we need. If I can go ahead and jump down there. Ooh, it's just said my Eevees have an egg ready for me as well. So let's go ahead and open that first before we can start hatching it. Because it will go into our party. And we need to have steps with it. So hopefully that also hatches in time. There we go, Firestone. That can help us get our Flareon then. And I wonder what IVs our egg has. Can we check? I think we can do /egg info 1. Oh my god, Hondor spawned on me. Why am I getting so many shinies this video? This is crazy. Okay, it looks like the Hondor is up here. I actually hear the sparkles somewhere. I think it's up, but actually it might be down. I don't know. I changed my mind. I think it might be down here. Just gotta mine to this Crimson biome. Sounds like it's getting quieter though, so is it up actually? Wait, I'm getting closer. And here it is. Okay, let's catch this shiny. I kind of like the blue. Unfortunately though, we obviously cannot use that in this video, but maybe somebody will want to buy it. I'm gonna STS my Blipbug shiny for $14,000. I don't think anyone's gonna want that thing. This is also taking a lot of Pokeballs. Like, the catch rate for Hondor must not be that high, because I feel like I would have caught it already by now. Okay, we do finally get it in the Great Ball. Let's look at the IVs. I don't have like S-Streak or anything with it or combo. Oh my gosh, it literally sucks. I could have boated it and sold it or something to somebody, but now we just have a Hondor with really bad IVs. But at least it's a shiny, it's cute. Somebody might still want it. Or I could just keep it for myself someday. I'm gonna go ahead and go back home to /home Eevee. That's the home I set in my little Eevee area. And I'm gonna run around and I guess just look for new Pokemon that I can catch for trying to get to 10 and 20% dex, get those lucky eggs and the other good rewards that we get. We'll get a Master Ball. And then we need to hatch the egg anyway, so I'd need to run around in the first place. Alright, we have another egg that actually just hatched. Like, with the daycare boost, you get eggs so fast. Oh my gosh. Let's do /egg info 5, I believe it is. Ooh, we actually have a perfect IV on one of those. That is way better than number 1, which has no perfect IVs. Maybe if we just slowly get the IVs up, we can breed a better one. But for at least the first battle, we're gonna need something to beat that rival with. I think it's the bug rival, so I say we just hatch our first egg, waste a Firestone on it, level it up as much as we can, and then use that to just sweep the first rival on the first try. And then from there, we can continue breeding and get some better Eevees, and hopefully try to find some Eevees as well. I would honestly try to like catch chain them, but I think the Eevee is just way too rare to chain. If we had some Pokesanks and stuff, but I do not have those. Alright, I think I can /STS again, so we should probably use that cooldown while we have it. We could sell or shiny Hondor, but I feel like that's wrong, so I'm not going to do that. Let's sell Burmy. $3,000 more is not bad. I think we're actually racking up a decent amount of money. I think I'm going to go ahead and do /sidebar enable so we can see some of those stats. Oh my gosh, we already have $50,000 somehow. That's actually kind of insane. I think some of that was from the challenges because I had just happened to finish my weekly quest. But I mean, that's still a very good amount of money that we've gotten just from selling Pokemon. The 50 gems I believe are also from the challenge, but we also got 2 from somewhere. I'm not really sure where I would have gotten 2 from, but I'll take it. Well, I just hatched one of my 2 Eevees, so if we bring that to the first slot, I can go ahead and give it this Firestone. Because like I said, we are coming up to the point where we're going to need to fight that first bug rival. And then hopefully we'll be able to level this up and then also get like just a regular Eevee. I assume the Fire Flareon though will be able to deal with those bug types by itself as long as we get to a decent level. I think the bug rival is like level 30 or 35. So level 35 is hopefully going to be more than enough. Also, this Flareon model looks really, really awesome. So I think I made a right pick for my team in general. Flareon is a pretty nice Pokemon. Alright, I also want to go ahead and catch a Fletchling because they have the Flame Body ability, which will help me hatch eggs faster, I think. And we're going to be hatching a couple of eggs this video, so I would say it's definitely worth the investment to go ahead and get one, even if we don't get it evolved until a little bit later. Okay, second Pokeball, maybe the third one, we'll get it. Alright, there we go. I got the Fletchling. Let's see what ability it has. Big Pecs. Interesting. It might... yeah, there we go. Flame Body. I think that's the ability, but it doesn't say it on the ability that actually helps. But this Fletchitor should help her eggs hatch at 2 times speed. I'll try it out after we beat our rival, though. We have to level up this Flareon faster. So I might go ahead and do /warp end. And we could once again do /RTP to find a random location somewhere in the end. Then basically I'll just have to run around here and catch some Pokemon. I could battle them too, but since we're such a low level, catching the Pokemon is going to be a lot more efficient. So I'm just going to do that. Also, I found that Dusk Balls are better for these unknowns, which are the Pokemon we're going to catch because they spawn at a pretty high level naturally. So I'm going to start by buying a stack of Dusk Balls, and let's see what level I can get Flareon to by using these. Hopefully a pretty high level pretty quickly. Ooh, our other Eevee also just hatched. It is a male, and it has the 31 special attack IV. So if we go into our daycare, we get the other egg, whatever. This is the male Eevee, and yeah, they don't actually have a special attack maxed out, so we should probably put our other one in there, I would think. I don't know if it has higher Eevees all around, or Ivies I mean, but 53%. I mean, at least it has that one max one. I would say that's probably better. I'm gonna assume it's better at least. So my Flareon is down level 49. I kind of got carried away and I wasn't really paying attention to my level, so that's why it's a little higher than I would have liked. But I think that is more than okay. And then the rest of my Pokemon, I mean, obviously we can't use any of these. We can bring the level 1 Eevee, but I don't think that's going to be very helpful. So we're just hoping that we go in here and our Flareon basically solos the entire thing. Alright, here is the bug rival. Let's go ahead and accept the challenge. And let's see, we have the Scissor first, classic. I'm gonna probably go ahead and go with Lava Plume because it's a higher damage, and we don't have like Eevees or anything, so... Okay, we have a swap out, probably because of 4 times effectiveness, it makes sense. The move goes out and does 70%. Let's go ahead and try to use another Lava move and just finish this Volcarona off. I'm just gonna try Fire Fang this time, because why not? Fire Fang does hit first, I guess we're faster, and Volcarona goes down. I think the last Pokemon should be Sizer then. Okay, yeah. I believe the bug rival only has 2. We're pretty over leveled, so thankfully it was not too difficult. But we only had this Flareon that has literally nothing on it. Alright, there we go. Then we're on to Zone 2, the second rival next, which will be the Ice rival. So I think the biggest priority is going to be hatching some more eggs and breeding some more Eevees, and hopefully trying to go ahead and get something a little bit better than before. Let's put our Fletchster in slot 1 so we can go ahead and hatch these eggs at double the speed. Seems like we only have 1 egg right now, okay. And can we check egg info 3? What do we have there? 61%. Is that better? There's also another male. Our current male is, let's see, 53%. So yeah, that's higher overall. So at least we're slowly improving the Eevees. So I do have my Flareon, my Fletchinder, another Eevee egg, and actually we have should have another Eevee egg on top of that as well. Can we check the egg info on 3 and 4? All right, both male and both pretty underwhelming. So I don't know if there's really a reason to hatch either of these, to be completely honest with you guys. Might just have to wait for the next egg in there, which shouldn't take too long. I also am gonna melt this up so we can make full iron armor, and I'm gonna go into dungeons and loot some stuff, which will hopefully allow us to be able to make a little bit more money, get some diamond armor, some upgraded stuff, you know, just a couple of nice things like that. But the bare minimum to enter is going to be iron, and even with that, we're probably going to get super destroyed and not be able to go very far. So we want to get to diamond armor as soon as possible. This, I think it's just faster to do it this way than to go mine full diamond, because we can get diamonds so quick once we're in there. Alright, let's go ahead and do /spawn, and everyone can do this. You can go to this NPC right here. You can go ahead and click these standard dungeons, and we can go ahead and join floor 1, the only one that currently exists. We'll load up in here. Guess there's a couple pieces of gravel, which is not ideal because we won't be able to get through that too easily. And then all of these chests, we can go ahead and loot them, which will give us rewards like ores and stuff, which can be sold for money. That is basically how this area works. So let me go ahead and go through here and see how much I can go ahead and collect. Oh yeah, we need food too, and I don't actually have any. Hopefully we find some golden apples in these loot chests. That is a piece of loot you can find. Oh, a shulker shell, okay. We could eventually get a shulker box to hold more stuff in our inventory with that, so I am pretty excited about that. Chiyu just spawned on somebody in the chat. Chiyu is a pretty interesting Pokemon. I think in my legendary only video, I actually got a Chiyu, which is interesting. I do have enough diamonds now to make full armor, but we're going to loot as much as we can in this place to get as much money as possible. The mobs aren't doing like any damage to me, so I'm very thankful for that. 16 minutes left on our timer up there, so we have plenty of time left to loot. We just have to find the chests, which gets harder and harder because the further we go down, the more mobs there are. And obviously mobs are like a huge pain to deal with. I mean, there should be mobs. I haven't actually seen any yet, but I think they mostly start spawning. Oh yeah, you see them on the mini-map though. They don't really spawn this level, which again, I'm thankful for. Yeah, I'm out of food right now. I've not found any golden apples, and we just bumped into our first mob, so... Oh, second mob. I assume this is going to end very quickly here. Unless I can maybe find some golden apples. Oh no, if I did, we get killed. Oh, we're dead. So let's go ahead and craft up the full diamond. That will help us survive a little bit better. There we go. And if we throw all of our iron armor off, we can go ahead and put that new diamond set on. And then we can also put our Pokeballs up and then do slash sell all. I'll just throw them out right here and then do it. $5,600, not that bad, considering we paid $1,000 to get in there. So $4,000 of profit. We got upgraded to diamond armor. I think that is a pretty good run overall. So I'm going to go ahead and try one more time and see. Maybe we find another shulker shop for that extra inventory room, but I'm also just kind of stalling to get some more eggs too. So I'm kind of waiting on that before I do anything else. We really just need some better IVs. I mean, one perfect special attack IV is fine. Like, we could use that. But if I can get a better one, I would like to. I'm not too, like, picky on what I get. Okay, I checked my egg info a second ago before I enter the dungeon. And this one is a little bit better, so I might hatch it. It's like 61%. It's a male again. Has the perfect special attack. So, I mean, it's probably worth it to do it. I don't know. We just have to get the other IVs up really slowly. Which I don't really know how you do that exactly. But, again, I'm going to try my best here. Also, did we miss chests up here? Or was it just a really, really tiny spawn area? I feel like I had to have missed something. Okay, I did. We definitely want to get every single chest at the top since those are the easiest to get. Since there's nothing trying to chase us and kill us. I've not found any golden apples still, which is honestly pretty tough. Because we're running out of food again and I did not gather any before I went in here. So hopefully we find at least a couple. I'm going to start losing hunger that... Or not hunger, but like... Yeah, hunger that can't regenerate. That's what I was thinking of saying. Ooh, our first golden apple. We also got honey, which you can eat. I didn't know that for a long time, but it does come in handy to be able to eat some honey. Just regenerated 2.5 hunger bars too. I mean, I don't know how much saturation gives us, but another golden apple and another honey. Ooh, there's skeletons down here already though, so it's not looking good for us. I think our time might be up pretty soon here. I've not gotten much loot at all, so preferably we would stay down here quite a bit longer. So I'm just gonna run away from this skeleton. Oh wait, could I also just get apples from the overworld to make like a bunch of golden apples? Like with all this gold, it should not be difficult at all. So maybe I'll go to an oak forest when I die and do that, so we can just chug them if we ever get low. 2 chests in here, I definitely want to get those. And let's just break our way in here if I can. There we go. Okay, I just finished up playing some more dungeons. I didn't end up finding another shulker shell. I did find candy to raise my special defense IV by 1. I'm not sure if I'll use it, but I guess it could come in handy. I do have a couple more things to sell, so I'm going to throw out these Pokeballs once again and sell all. And then there we go. We kept some diamonds, we kept some iron blocks, and we can keep the rest of these Pokeballs. And then I want to kind of hatch these 2 Eevees left. We could probably replace them with some of the ones in the breeder, because I think one of these were female and they were a little bit better than the current one I have. Yeah, our current female is 40%, our current male is 61%. And if you look in my egg info 3 and 4, our female is 63% right there, so that is a pretty big boost. And we still keep the perfect special attack. But there's 5,200 and 2,400 steps left on both of those, so I've got to do a lot of running. Thankfully, Flesh Hunter will make it a lot easier, but it's still going to take a minute, I think. Ooh, and I just got another egg in my daycare, so I'll take that out and start trying to hatch it as well. I actually found a Fue Cocoa here. I'm just waiting for another egg at the moment, but that is a pretty rare find. Let's catch it, because why not? You can't use it, of course, but there's also a goodbye right here. I might as well try to catch that. 2 kind of rare Pokemon right next to each other. So I do have an egg that I think is worthy of just turning it into one of our official team members. I don't think we're going to get any really good IVs, so I'm just going to start making my team because we're going to have to battle the rival eventually anyway, and we want to have a team when that time does come. And I kind of want to start battling people. And then from there, we can get all the other Eevees, but I'm going to try to get my 4 main team members first, I think. And then we'll also have plenty of time to kind of switch out members and try new stuff on the team if it does end up working. So I think the sooner we do get it, the better. There's a Rapska right here too, but can't use that. It would be a new Dex edition, so I can try to catch it. I also just spent some of my money on these Hondu berries, which we can use to evolve our Pokemon to Sylveon. I think that's the one I was going to try to get first. I should also probably buy some more Ultra Bowls because I only have 11 ancient Jet Bowls left, and I don't really want to use Dusk Bowls in the sunlight, so yeah, there we go. And continue catching stuff with all of these. I'm still catching some Pokemon to try to maybe get to that 10% Dex. We're currently at 3%, so we're not that close, but I'm getting there. Still trying to hatch this Pokemon right here in my 3rd slot, the Eevee. And I mean, I don't know, I have everything ready, but I'm just gonna catch Pokemon and run around while I hatch it. Kind of trying to multitask there and get some dex completion while also getting my Eevee hatched. It'll be fun to get one member on the team. And I think we should have time to get that Sylveon kind of ready, trained up, evolved, and then we can use that Sylveon and the Flareon to beat the Ice Rival. So we'll have 2 Pokemon, and I think the Ice Rival probably has like 2 or 3, I don't remember. Nothing that'll be too complicated to beat. Oh, and there we go, we just hatched our Eevee here, so I'm gonna probably put that in slot 1 and start leveling it up, because we don't need the Flame Body anyway if it's already hatched. Alright, now that my Eevee's hatched, we can catch some unknowns, starting with this level 82 one. There's level 6, 12, and then 13. I'm gonna skip those because it's just not worth my Pokeball. But hopefully we can get this Eevee up to a decent level. And can we feed it enough berries too? Wait, why can't we feed it more berries? Friendship 190. How is the friendship so high already? I have no idea. Oh, maybe because we gained like 28 levels? I mean, that could be it. Either way, I just gotta catch some more Pokemon and get this Pokemon up to like level probably 40 or 45 will be good enough for now. Just so we have enough power to beat that second rival with. Alright, so my Eevee is ready to evolve. It's level 44, so let's go ahead and level it up to Sylveon. Let me make sure these are the right Eevees. Okay, yeah, this one just only has max special attack, which is fine with me. And there we go, Sylveon. I also actually realized earlier for do/GTS, somebody listed 4 Eevees in here. So they must have been breeding them. None of them are perfect, but all of them have 5 max IVs. Or most of them have almost 5 max IVs, so I might use some of my money and buy one of these. We could also just use it to breed more, so... But as for right now, I'm gonna decide that in a bit. I'm not sure which one I would buy and for which Pokemon. Alright, this Eevee right here actually looks pretty perfect for my Espeon, so let's go ahead and buy that. Only $30,000. And then Espeon has high speed, so I mean it doesn't hurt to have higher speed, I guess. We're going to be using Trick Room with Espeon still, I guess, so maybe it's not the best idea, but we could always swap around our strategy later. It's just, this is the best I could come up with. We're doing a Trick Room team. But I mean, I guess we could just get taunted pretty easily, so I don't know. It's not going to go very well for us, I guess. But currently, this is the strategy. And we can change it easily, right? So I'm not too bothered by it. As for that, though, this will be Espeon. I believe you just level Espeon up like during the daytime. So let me go ahead and go gain some levels on Espeon as well. We can do /sidebar enable so we can see our money. I think I had my money glitch because I should not have 500,000. I think I had like 100k. I honestly have no idea how I got that money. I'm honestly kind of concerned that there's some glitch or something. So I'll definitely have to look into that. I have no idea how I could have gotten that much. Like honestly, I'm lost. I'll have to look at some logs and stuff, but that's not the point of this video. It doesn't matter for you guys. But as for this first Eevee, I mean, I guess what I said, right? The thing I was going to do before I looked at my money was buy Dusk Balls and go leveled up in the end. So let me continue with that plan so we can get this ready to be used versus our rival pretty soon. Okay, I just got my Eevee to level 44. We can evolve to Umbreon, so yeah, I think we have to wait for daytime. If we go to spawn, what time is it here? Okay, yeah, I guess the same time. What about /warp resource? Okay, it does look like it's a different time. And yes, we can get Espeon, okay. So there we go. Espeon and Sylveon are our first 2 Pokemon. And I don't know, I think the only move on here that I want to get that the Pokemon actually knows and isn't a TR is going to be Psychic. I think all the other ones we're going to have to buy from the shop. I think 2 of the moves I wanted was Trick Room and Protect, so I'm going to go ahead and buy those for my Espeon right now. Okay, here is Protect, and where is Trick Room? That'd be Psychic, which seems to be a little further back right here. And there we go, Trick Room. And I can go ahead and teach both of those to my Pokemon right here. Alright, so yeah, one of the other moves I want to get Sylveon done too. One of the moves I wanted on them was Draining Kiss. Hyper Voice, which we'll have to buy from the shop. I think we should just go ahead and do that now so we can get some of these movesets ready. I think I'll be on the 2nd page of TMs. 3rd page? Yes, okay, there it is. Let me throw Sylveon off so we can put these moves on. Then we can equip that on the 2nd slot right here. And I kind of decided 2 other moves that feel pretty good. Let me get out of here. We're going to be things like... what are they? I already forgot somehow. I don't think I get either of them. So we gotta go to the shop. Apparently Sylveon can learn Shadow Ball, which seemed like a good coverage move. I mean, it didn't have many options. I feel like the Eeveelutions have pretty small move pools. And then the last move was maybe something like Protect. Or not Protect, sorry. Reflect. because that'll be able to make our physical damage less, which I actually have a bit of a problem with on this team. All my Pokemon have pretty low physical defense, so I just think having that move could possibly help us out pretty tremendously. Let's go ahead and put those two moves on Sylveon as well. And then we should be done with the moveset that I chose. We will probably change it throughout this video as I do battles and decide what is actually good or not, but that is the set I'm going for the time being with Sylveon. I also picked out some items I don't really know yet. And then Q-Charm, I wanted to swap with, I think it's the hidden ability, but can we go ahead and check /pwiki Sylveon? Okay, Pixelate, yeah, it is a hidden ability, so we need to buy a hidden ability swapper from the shop right here. So we can just go in there and buy the hidden ability swapper and click it onto Sylveon. Espeon, I believe, actually, I don't know. What ability was it supposed to have? Let's check. I'll be able to remember. Oh yeah, Magic Bounce is what I wanted to. Let's put that on there as well. Ooh, I just clicked the wrong Pokemon. So we need to waste another one of these. And there we go, now they're both fixed, but I did waste like 10 tokens there, which kind of sucks. Oh yeah, and for Sylveon, I was actually thinking, maybe I'll swap it to a different Pokemon, but like, what about an item like Weakness Policy? Because I think Fairy has pretty few attacks. I'm assuming we'll last at least one attack, so like, what if we just give our Sylveon something like Weakness Policy? If a Steel type does hit it, then we just get extra boosted and we can do even better from there. Seems like it wouldn't be a terrible idea, so I kind of thought the item might end up working for it. But other than that, we need some more Eevees, but this is a pretty good start to our team. I'm probably going to play like a dungeon or two because we also need money for like the Eevee items on these, so we can start putting those on. I think I went with some pretty interesting like Eevee spreads. I was like on a little team builder trying some stuff out, so I'm gonna have to like really randomly click them a bunch, which is gonna take a while, but it should not be too difficult. I also need money for that, so I'm gonna go and try to get some. Okay, I just thought maybe we just give Espeon a citrus berry. I think that's what they're called, because it could heal us up if we like really need some health, because we want to be able to set Trick Room and survive. So I think an item that heals us is probably going to be our best bet. Let's also hide the items. I always forget to do that so people can't see what we're using. If they know we're using Weakness Policy and they just avoid using a super effective move, then that would obviously ruin the strategy a little bit. Also, there is a Charizard right here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat it though. I was trying to kill this boss. I think I was recording by accident, but I kind of want to see if I can get some special attack and actually kill with like my Sylveon. So let me go to the calcium and the consumables and get 25. And if we feed it all to Sylveon here, let's see, will we actually be able to do a meaningful amount of damage? Someone's gonna come over here eventually too and steal it, so we gotta go quick. I don't know if it's spawned on me though, so it's not really stealing. Okay, let's try again with Sylveon. Hopefully we get one move in. Let's use Draining Kiss because it'll heal us. Okay, we got one to kill. Let's try again. Alright, attempt to number 2. Can we use Draining Kiss and will it work? Flame Burst, so we do survive that. Okay, we're 1 HP though. And it did 3% damage. What the heck? Okay, we're just gonna have to give up. We just do not have enough levels to beat a level 100. We're just not doing as much damage as they are, so it's not gonna end up working out in our favor. If only it was a lower level boss, but the rewards are better because they're higher too, so I wish we could beat it. I think it's basically about time to fight the rival. I'm just gonna go ahead and see if we can finish the Eevees on our Sylveon possibly before we do that. Yeah, I think the other thing I wanted was 25 iron, which will give us normal defense, just to try to be as bulky as possible. So we've got to get 25 of those, and we can throw all of them on Sylveon. Let's also move Sylveon to the first slot to see if we can spam these on instead of clicking them each individually. There we go. And then am I missing like 1 or 2? Okay, it looks like, yeah, I clicked my special attack on the wrong Pokemon, so we do need to buy 1 more of those, and then the Eevees for Sylveon should be done for now, assuming we don't want to change them. And I guess we can see really how powerful is our Sylveon with the Ice Rival Trainer. I mean, we're 4 levels over leveled and we have max EV, so I'm assuming we're going to be able to kill these Pokemon very, very easily. Also, Hyper Voice actually changed to Fairy. I had a different Pokemon I was using with this, and now it didn't like show that it changed, so I don't know if it was actually working then. Let's just try to do Shadow Ball at first. Tail Whip from the Ninetales, which does lower our defense a bit. The Shadow Ball, ooh, it doesn't do too much damage, surprisingly. Maybe let's try something like Hyper Voice. Draining Kiss might actually just be better in every way than Hyper Voice in this scenario, so let's use that next turn. And Ninetales has one more hit left. They use Freeze Dry, which doesn't do much damage. It doesn't freeze us either, so that's good news. We do finish the Ninetales off. Are there 2 or 1 Pokemon left is the question. Weevil is next. I don't think... Are we super effective? Okay, we are super effective. Weevil raises its attack and accuracy, but Draining Kiss does 80% and heals us up to full. Ooh, they do have a move, which activates our weakness policy. So we should win very easily now, if that's not the last Pokemon. We have like +1 attack. Okay, yeah, they do have one more, Baxcalibur. But let's try this Draining Kiss. If we move first, we win, I think. And we do move first, okay. Ooh, 2%. We have to survive one more hit, but Draining Kiss also healed us, so we're at full health. Oh, we got frozen, but we thawed instantly. What is the chance of that? Alright, we won the rival battle against the ice rival. Okay, so I'm in another dungeon. I just entered one. I kind of need some money to like level up my Pokemon and stuff, so I think if I go ahead and loot and get some money in the first place, that will kind of help us meet some of our other goals a bit easier. Finding a shulker box would also be nice if we can keep our ores in a separate inventory or Pokeballs, that we don't just like throw all of them out to do/sell all. I should probably just make it so you can't sell all the Pokeballs at all though, because they already don't sell for like anything. But for now, we've got to deal with it, so we need a shulker box to make it a lot easier, which I think we can do pretty easily. Just gotta loot some of these and get some more money first. And actually, I think I didn't loot the rest of this top floor. Let me make sure I did that before I go down. Okay, well actually, I guess that I did loot this whole thing. Well, I did get up to 40,000. It took me a little bit, but I mean, at least I'm there. We got some golden apples for next time as well, so those are definitely going to come in handy too. But for now, I think I probably want to go ahead and continue getting some of my Eeveelutions before we can start having some battles. I guess the next thing we want to get is either going to be our Umbreon that we're going to try and obtain, which I'll probably do that one. Maybe we'll actually check the GTS for those Eevees again. And yeah, I wanted one with high special defense, and both of these don't have max special defense or HP. But then again, it might be good enough if we just buy this, so okay, let's do it. Let's buy Pansia's other Eevee. We're missing a couple IVs, like I said, but at the end of the day, it's not really a big deal. And I think to make it a little bit better, why don't we actually just throw on both these candies? Okay, I can't actually eat this one because the defense is already maxed, but that will get the Eevee 1 stat closer. Yeah, the special defense. I mean, if we keep finding those in dungeons, we could actually max this Eevee out anyway. They will be Umbreons. We could just name him Umbreon right now. We're going to want to level him up a little bit. And then if we do such Peewiki Eevee, let's see what other conditions we need in order to evolve this. Okay, friendship at 160. So yeah, I guess we need more berries. I don't know. Maybe I threw mine out or sold them to the shop. I assume we sold them to the shop by accident. So I was using the Hondu berries. Let's buy like 4 of them. Umbreon, here you go. 2, 3, and 4. Or we have 160 yet. 140. I might get the rest from leveling up, so let me just go catch some unknown. I did just spend like all my money. Okay, we could afford 1 stack of Ultra Balls. Let me actually start STSing some Pokemon. Will my level 94 unknown sell for something? Yes, 4,200. I'm gonna start doing that so we can get some more money. And I'm also gonna do /vote and get my daily votes out so we can get some money that way as well. And when I get my my Eevee leveled up, sorry, I will get back to you guys, hopefully with some more tokens. Okay, we can go ahead and evolve the Eevee into Umbreon now. So let's go ahead and do that. And then it's kind of funny that 2 of our Pokemon from this Pansia person that was just selling him on the GTS. I guess it just shows how useful the GTS is. I should probably buy one and like breed them, but honestly I can't be asked. Okay, we need 1 more Eevee. I will get it somehow. Oh yeah, the last Eevee actually needs a Flareon too, but this Eevee, the IVs of the one I have are so bad that I think I might just get another one. Anyways. Oh yeah, our Sylvan was one of the ones that weren't as good too. For the Umbreon, I wanted to use Snarl was one of the moves, I think, because, I don't know, lowers the special attack. It seemed like it could be good. And then I think all the other moves were TMs, actually. I do not actually remember entirely. What is Moonlight? Oh, restores its own health. Okay, so I do have my Umbreon to level 52, which I think is going to be good enough for now. I do believe we were going to use a different ability on this Pokemon. Let's see, what are the abilities? Oh, Inner Focus, I think I thought was going to be a little bit better for us here. Cannot be intimidated and we cannot flinch. But then again, oh yeah, you can be special attack or physical attack on Umbreon. Looks like I went with the other one, but who knows if I'll swap it. I'll have to look at some more move pools. But I think we'll focus on fighting the next 10 days and 10 days that we're currently in. We're going to try to prepare our team and get as much money as possible. I mean, that just seems like kind of a better idea to me. Let's sell all this iron. We got like 16, 22, 2300. That's not bad at all. And since Umbreon is level 52 and we're going to need a lot of moves, I think it's time to play some more dungeons, honestly. So let's go ahead and get into those. We're going to go to slash spawn and join them through the NPC right here. Floor 1 is the only floor, and it's the only one we could beat anyway right now. So that is the one we will join. And I will see you guys when I have looted a little bit of chests and sell them. Hopefully we get up to like, maybe we can get up to like 100k. I'm not sure how long that would actually take though. But, you know, I'll let you guys watch me do this dungeon run because I've not put one in this recording yet. And the dungeons are pretty fun. You basically just go around a randomly generated dungeon and you find a bunch of loot. It slowly goes down and you'll find more mobs. There's some super like ultra rare and rare loot, which gives you some better items like the candies we got, or one of the more rare items you can get. Golden apples or honey are like a rare drop, so you find them a little bit more commonly, but they are super useful, especially for like regenerating and healing damage from Pokemon that is done to you in these dungeons. And then where is the staircase? I think I just saw it somewhere, but I lost it. Okay, yeah, it should be right here. We looted the whole first floor. Why do I keep mispronouncing words? I don't know. I think there's something up with me. But we explored the first floor, so we gotta go to the second one. And it is a bit bigger. On the second floor, you always spawn with this like huge open corridor room, which I actually like a lot. But it definitely gets harder and harder to route your way through the dungeon. So it takes some skill. You can learn you can learn which rooms do generate, and it's a fun thing on the server overall. On this first floor though, it's like the easy difficulty, so Pokemon do not attack you unless you attack them. But if we do attack them, as you can see, they're doing damage to me. And there's a boss waiting at the very bottom, but I can't get to the bottom yet because my gear's not good enough. So maybe if we end up doing that, I'll show you guys at the end of the video. But for now, we cannot participate in that part of the dungeons. We're just looting some chests for some money. I'm also gonna need new diamond armor at some point because I've been taking some damage on it, but I think it's fine for now. It's just something I'll have to keep some diamonds for and think about later on. We also have 3 shulker shells, so I can go ahead. I think we can craft a shulker in the dungeon right here to keep all of our stuff in. That's extra. So yeah, if we place this crafting table, we make a chest surrounded in the shulker shells. That is a shulker box for us. And we'll keep all of our Pokeballs in there. Okay, the wiki doesn't actually say that the hidden ability on Umbreon does what I think it does. So can we actually just see if we put it on here? What does it say in game? Yeah, flinching or being affected by intimidate. I mean, I assume it does that then if it says it, right? I mean, yeah, we have to do special attack, I feel like, because Umbreon has such a bad move pool. That's probably why the Eeveelutions are so useless. Like, oh my goodness. But I think I found 2 moves that would kind of work. First of which being Dark Pulse. That's the best we're gonna get. And the second being, I forget what type it was actually. So let me think for a second about that. Oh yeah, another Shadow Ball. I mean, we have a lot of Shadow Balls on this team, but I mean, it's a ghost move, so hopefully it'll give us more coverage. I mean, I don't know. But like I said, we really do not have a lot of options for these Pokemon. I looked at the whole list, like, if we didn't go with special attack, it's like, I mean, there's like a couple dark type moves, but there's nothing on there. Like, it's so bad. So it's a pretty tough choice. It's just, there's no options that these Eevees get for attacking. Oh, I mean, Helping Hand when one of our less strong Pokemon. Don't all the Eevees get Helping Hand? That might not be that bad. But then again, we don't really have a... Well, let's see. The user assists an ally by boosting the attack. I think this is a base 50%. It doesn't matter what your stats are, so... But something like on Espeon, which we were supposed to train to be more bulky, maybe something like Helping Hand wouldn't be that bad. On Umbreon, though, I assume we want, like, attacks and only attacks. I mean, I assume we're just gonna spam Dark Pulse. There's not a Spread Dark move, which is really bad. If we had a Spread Dark move, that'd be really nice. But Snarl is obviously spread and lowers the special attacks. We could throw out like one of them, but it's just we're gonna need that way bigger power like on Dark Pulse to be able to do anything, I think. We also get Alluring Voice, which doesn't seem that bad, but it's also Fairy and it's not Stab. So I guess we just need a little bit of Eevee training, which would also probably take a good amount of money. So we should probably go back into the dungeons. Like I said, these 10 days that we're in right now, we probably will not do like too much battling, or actually no battling. We're just gonna focus on being the rival, but in the next 10-day segment we'll hopefully be ready to do some battles with people because we will have all the Eevees and stuff ready for these first 4 Pokemon that we want to test out. Oh yeah, and the moves. And we're missing a couple of items still, but I'll work those out in time. So I actually think the best course of action here is going to be going into yet another dungeon and possibly just playing a little bit and getting some more money so we can afford more stuff. So I will run around and do that. And one quick run later, we're at 56,000, which is not actually that bad at all. You can just sell these extra pieces of iron and 1,600 more. Oh my gosh. 2 stacks of iron selling for that much is crazy. I think I had 2 stacks, so that feels like a lot. Okay, $73,000 is definitely a lot better, so I think we're ready to go ahead and put some Eevees on our Pokemon here. So for Umbreon, I think I wanted to do, let me pull up my list that I made. It was max special attack. So I think calcium is what we'll need, which is 25 of those to max out the statistic. Okay, let's also leave spawn so nobody sees what Pokemon we're using. And then Umbreon, please eat all of these up. Let's see, is that maxed out? 250, that's close enough for me. And then I wanted to do a couple special defense, it looked like. But for easy sake, I think we will probably just actually skip that and let's buy the rest in the normal defense, which is what I wanted, since we have that trick room up anyway, which seems like it's going to be iron. Okay, we need 25 of those as well. Then we feed those all to Umbreon. Then that should be Umbreon's IVs completed. Max defense, max special attack. Basically, we can buy one more Vige if we want, but for now, I'm going to be fine. And then, do we have any more Eevees done in the rest for Pokemon? Sylveon, Umbreon, we need Espeon and Flareon still. This isn't a real Flareon anyway, but Espeon will be some HP, some defense, and some special defense. But I do not have the money to do that right now, so we're going to have to play some more dungeons, I guess. But we do definitely have time for that in these this 10-day segment still, so let me get some more in. I just finished another dungeon. I made some diamond armor and some diamond tools, but I think I'm going to have to keep playing because we only have 37,000, which is definitely not enough. I mean, unless we actually go ahead and use some of our tokens on money, which I guess we could. Do we need any other abilities? We're gonna need one ability, so we could use some. Like, how much does it cost for the money? Ooh, I don't know. We wouldn't have enough for the ability swap then, but I think it's probably better just do dungeons. 10 tokens is a lot, and that's probably better saved, because we can get 10,000, or 25,000, I guess it is, in probably only like 30 minutes or something. So let me just try one more time to go ahead and go into dungeons and make some money. All right, and I can go ahead and now do some Eevees on another Pokemon, because we've gotten some more money. Let's do Espeon, that's the only Pokemon we have left to do at this second. Which, yeah, I wanted max normal defense, it seems like. So we'll need 25 iron from the consumables tab. Alright, there is the iron. And here is Espeon. Oh, that's Sylveon. That's okay. At least Sylveon has max stats now. And I cannot feed it to them instantly, unfortunately. Let's give one to Umbreon too, just for we max out their stats. Then we'll need 3 more of these, I think, to actually truly max out our Espeon here. 1, 2, 3. Alright, Espeon will be maxed out when we get the rest of that thing now. Looks like I wanted 80 HP, which would be 8 of the HP ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we need 18 special defense. Which, what is the special defense? Zinc, okay. We've not actually bought zinc yet this video. 18 of those. Maybe we'll end up using 17. I'm not sure what our Eevees actually look like yet. Alright, and is Eevee max? Or Espeon, sorry, not Eevee. Alright, I mean, that looks something like max. I know these Eevees don't have to be perfect, guys. I just kind of like randomly put them in to try to make the numbers match as well, good as possible. Oh, yeah, wait. I also need natures. So we probably want to continue, what is it called? Getting money. And we probably also want to get an Eevee for Flareon. Oh, okay, that sucks. We're not going to use that one. Maybe I'll just steal the last Eevee on the GTS, but for that we need more money, which means we got to do more dungeons. So let me get farming. There's a Togekiss boss right here. I wonder if we can get it real quick without anybody seeing us. Shadow Ball, come on. Please nobody see us kill this thing. We want to keep our team a secret. Oh no! Why does it do 30% damage? We're gonna get caught. We're actually gonna get caught. Hey, no one's on the minimap yet though, so we're good for now. Sweet Kiss? Why am I confused? Maybe we have to switch Pokemon, honestly. Pound. Ooh. Let's try Sylveon instead. Maybe one of those moves will be better. I keep checking the map. Nobody is here yet. So we shouldn't get caught with our Pokemon as long as we go quick. Let's try Draining Kiss. Maybe that'll be better. Sweet Kiss missed us. Draining Kiss does do a lot more damage. Let's do Hyper Voice because it's 90 power. That might finish off this Togekiss. Restore HP, okay. That's fine for us only a little bit. And we defeat the boss and nobody saw our team, okay. That is a win. 15 gems for all of that. I mean, I'm not complaining, but I would have liked a little bit more because that was pretty intense. As for the natures, we have to go to /shop and do Where are they? Bold nature for Espeon, it looks like I had. Where is it? There we go, bold. Umbreon had quiet. Okay, there's quiet. And then Sylveon had relaxed. And with all those three, we can go ahead and start giving them out. Quiet was for Umbreon, if we go ahead and find that again. And then Espeon was going to get the bold one. And then finally, Sylveon, you can have relaxed. And then we need to get the Flareon still, obviously. That's not the real Flareon we're using. Are all of the IVs done, though? That's a good thing to check. Okay, yes, I did finish them. Double checked, and then let me buy the last Eevee in here. Yeah, I mean, everything's perfect except attack. Let's buy Pansy as Eevee. Pansy literally gave us over Eevees this video. Pansy, if you're watching this, thank you so much. You literally carried me. Can we take, though, and breed this thing a couple times with, like, a Destiny Knot to try to get some better Eevees? Held items, let's just buy Destiny Knot. I think the release is a craft, but I can't be asked to go find the recipe and stuff. We can grab the male Eevee out and then put the Destiny Knot Eevee in. Alright, we can get the egg too, and then throw that in our PC, and then those Eevees should start breeding some better ones. And then we can indeed go ahead and get the Flareon. But this is kind of our team. That's what it's looking like right now. Oh yeah, I think I want an Assault Vest for Umbreon. We'd have to replace Helping Hand, but Assault Vest will help it be a little bit more bulky, which I think would be worth it. Hopefully we can find like another move that's worth having. I'll have to look through the list one more time. But let's go ahead and go battle the next leader with these, or rival with our 3 Pokemon here, because it's just about time for that. Oh yeah, look at the Assault Vest recipe. It's like leather, armadillo scutes. That's a lot of random stuff. Alright, here we are in zone number 3. It is the grass rival. Amoonguss comes out first. Probably assuming this is going to have something like Spore. Okay, like this gets withdrawn. A fair withdraw. Or, I mean, Umbreon is pretty good into that Pokemon probably. Cortana comes out. Shadow Ball does like 70%, so looks like we're going to kill this Cortana pretty easily. Oh, Cortana goes first and decides to heal. Maybe not the best idea, grass rival, because I think we have a good chance of finishing the Cortana off. Okay, not quite yet. Let's just do another Shadow Ball. Night Slash, it does not do a lot of damage to us, thankfully. And Shadow Ball finishes off the Cortana, which is like probably one of their better Pokemon since it's an Ultra Beast, I think. Yeah. Rillaboom comes out next. Who doesn't love Rillaboom? I think that activates Grassy Surge if he has the ability, but it didn't say it, so maybe they do not have the ability. I'm going to use my Dark move for the stab. I actually could have done that last time probably to do more damage since they were both, I think, just normal effectiveness. Alright, we get one more move in 6% left. Woodhammer goes out on Umbreon and finishes the Umbreon off. Okay, we actually did lose one of our fully trained Eevees, which is a sign that these rivals are actually getting harder. I assume the grass rival has like 1 or 2 Pokemon left. The Amoonguss might be the last one. Reflect is super effective, but it isn't a damage move, so let's just Hyper Voice. Ooh, only does 25%. Solar Beam comes out, it's charging up. I don't think we go first or second, so using a healing move wouldn't be as good as Hyper Voice here. Alright, Hyper Beam doesn't do that much damage. It seems like we both don't really do damage to each other, so let's just spam Hyper Voice and I think we can win. And the last Hyper Voice does finish off the Amoonguss. Was that the last Pokemon for the grass rival? Okay, it was. Well, the next rival will be the rock rival then, which shouldn't be too hard to take down either, but it'll be pretty interesting to get there. And that was a surprisingly close battle, so I mean, I guess this Eevee team, they're going to have some trouble. I wonder if we're going to be able to beat the level 10 rival, though. I mean, the day 100 rival, that's like high level. I don't know. We'll have to level up our Pokemon, of course, throughout the video, but it's going to definitely be a close one. And I'm excited to get there. But that's the end of this 10-day segment, so I think we're going to focus on getting Flareon and hopefully being able to start doing some battles. We can also get our Flesh Endure in our first slot again, because we're going to be hatching some eggs pretty soon here. 6 minutes till we get the first one. Okay, so I mean, there is a Eevee on the auction house still, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and buy it so we can get the Flareon. It is once again Panzea's Eevee, so Panzea has given me like, yeah, every single Eevee on my team, except Sylveon, I guess. But hopefully we can breed some more too. I've got to buy some Dusk Balls to level this up in the end. Well, actually, yeah, we still have 32 Dusk Balls. That might actually be enough. Let me go ahead and RTP to my home there, or teleport to my home there. And after about 20 Pokeballs, we have our Eevee that is going to be Flareon to level 47. I'm going to go ahead and go to the Nether now, so we can go ahead and get a Firestone. And then we can use that Firestone and get a Flareon, which is the last member of our team until we can start doing some battles. And of course, like I said, we're probably going to change a bunch of stuff from there, but this is the first team and first iteration that we'll have to practice with and see what needs fixing. Ooh, I actually see a vein of multiple firestones right here, so... And like, I just teleported. So that was not too difficult at all. Now we just have to get up there without burning, which... I don't think will pose too much of a challenge. Let me just go ahead and stack up. Alright, then I can throw this Eevee out and give it the Firestone. Let's see what our Eevee looks like after. I'm gonna go ahead and evolve it in my menu so we don't have to wait for the animation. And there we go, our second and final Flareon that we're gonna have. Hopefully those Eevees keep breeding. I'm gonna try hatch those eggs over the video because like I said, we want every Eeveelution and we only have 4 of them, which are the 4 that I want to use for my team, so it's fine, but we still need more Eevees for the like general Eeveelutions, but we have plenty of time to do that. Let me check my Eevees. Do we have all of those completed on these Pokemon here? Espeon, Umbreon, Sylveon. We did all of their natures. Umbreon needs an item, and Flareon needs everything, so I'm gonna try to work on that now. Luckily, we do have some money, so I think we'll be able to afford all of it. Okay, so for Flareon, I was actually wanting to try the Flame Orb item. I don't know if it'll be a good idea, but it seemed like it'd be fun to try it. So let me go into Held Items and buy that first. Or how do you craft it? Yeah, I'm not getting tinted glass. Let's just buy it. And then give it to our Eevee. Oh yeah, let's be sure to hide those items as well. But yeah, what item is... Oh yeah, Umbreon was supposed to have the Assault Vest. Can we just go ahead and buy that as well? Okay, Assault Vest Umbreon. Let's throw them out and just finish that. So Umbreon should be completely done now too. Let's hide that item though. And then we're gonna want Flare Blitz, which they might know by default, honestly. Or maybe not. I don't know if any of these, except Bite. I think Bite might be the only like leveling move. Well, I'll check on those moves, but first we can definitely buy the Eevees, which I was going to try. Seems like, not even max attack, I guess. But I think I should do max attack instead. So where is the item? Okay. Protein should be normal attack. I also haven't bought protein in this video, and this is my first physical attacker, so I'm just gonna assume that's right. Alright, let's throw Umbreon out so we can spam it. I don't want to have to click every single time. Okay, it seems like it doesn't matter how many times I throw it out though. Okay, there we go, it worked. And then for the other Eevees, I had like a bunch of random ones. Or actually, I think I messed up because speed is on here. Or maybe I was making Umbreon... I think Umbreon has a low speed, so I don't know why I would have speed. So the next two are between HP and defense. So maybe let's just do both of those half. Normal defense should be iron. Half of 25. Well, there's not a half left, so let's just do 12. And then 13 HP. And that should fill out the rest of our EVs. Oh no, we don't have enough money for the HPs. Alright, what I'm going to go ahead and do is also... We need more money. I was going to use the Guts ability. That's why I had the Flame Orb. So if we do /warp tokens, we can actually go ahead and buy the hidden ability. I assume Guts is hidden ability, but I can check. Then let's also buy $25,000 and hope that that's going to be enough to finish this off. Then Guts, okay, I was right. And then let's also give Flareon this one Eevee candy we have. Or Ivy XP candy, sorry. Then I think we need 3 TM moves and the Brave Nature. We could get the Brave Nature out of the way. We go into... It's consumables, I think, again, yeah. I don't actually know what the Brave Nature does. I've never used it before, so I wonder if this is messed up too. I'll just have to see after I buy it. If it's a waste, then oh well. Oh, Flareon stats are unaffected. Oh, it's already Brave. Well, that's kind of lucky. I mean, the bad thing is that now we have a Brave Mint that we could have saved $10,000 on, but that's okay. Okay, so Flare Blitz is at level 50. We need 2 more levels for that. Then the other 2 TMs we need are just going to be Protect and Facade, which are both normal type, I believe. So let's go ahead and buy both of those. Just gotta find them first. There's Protect, and then Facade's probably near the end of the page. I think it's a pretty new move. They should be in order of like when they were added, mostly at least. Oh, there we go, Facade. Let's put them both on Eevee. Okay, and then that should be our whole move pool except for the level 41 or level 51 that we need to go get right now. So I'm gonna go back to the end and try and gain a couple more levels. These 11 balls should be enough to level up my Flareon. I've just gotta catch the right level Pokemon. 2 level 76 Pokemon. I wonder if that will get me there. I think it's gonna be pretty close. Hopefully they both go in the first Pokeball too. Okay, neither of them did. I don't have a lot of money, so buying new Pokeballs would not be easy. I think they both just got captured on the second one. You can also do /kid daily and get a couple more Pokeballs. And there we go. Our Flareon is also the right level now. So we just gotta go on here and do Flare Blitz. There we go. So Flareon is done as well. And just double checking, my items do look right. So I think we're officially ready to go ahead and battle. Let me just put my my Fletchender and this unknown away in my PC because we do not need them anymore. And hopefully it goes well, but we're gonna see. Alright, I think we're gonna battle with Jojo the Vulture here, but I kind of have to get my leads in order. I'm pretty sure... I mean, what do we put out first? We want to set Trick Room as quickly as possible, I think, would be the ideal scenario, so we can start sweeping Pokemon pretty easily. Oh wait, does our... I don't know if we have a... I think we're missing a move right now on Espeon. Looks like I was gonna do Fake Tears, but let's see if Espeon has an attacking move. Okay, I just used all my tokens. Jojo the Vulture is waiting for me, so I've got to go quick. I'm gonna buy Dazzling Gleam for my other Pokemon so we can try to get some chip spread damage in there. I don't know if it'll do a bunch of damage, but you know, who knows. We already have a lot of fairy moves, but that's the best thing I could think of with like 20 seconds left. Are there fairy type moves behind me? No, they're right here. Where is it? Dazzling Gleam. There we go. And then there we go. Espeon has 4 moves now. I think I have another Pokemon that doesn't actually have 4 moves. I literally forget which one. Oh yeah, Umbreon has Quick Attack. I wonder if there's any better move we can put on there. The user rests to cure itself of paralysis or burns. That sounds like it sucks. Trump card sounds like it sucks. Mean Look, what is that? Unable to flee. I mean, all these moves suck, but I'll just keep that. Why not? And then yeah, definitely say we have a Trick Room lead. And then do we have anything to help? Maybe Reflect once we go up, right? That might sound like the best thing we could do. If we accept this battle, we might have the other lead though. Yeah, we have our old lead, right? Oh no, we don't. Okay, so I think this might be a full poison team, but I'm not actually 100% sure. I don't know if we have like anything to do with countering poison. Let me also like, are these slow Pokemon? I'm not actually 100% sure about that either. Okay, no. I think they're fast, so definitely not going for Trick Room. Let me pick Reflect up and try to set my Trick Room. Let's see how it goes. Maybe bad. Okay, Salazzle uses Nasty Plot, so we have an attack boost already. Oh, speed and attack. Is that an ability? Shift gear? I'm not sure. I mean, we have Trick Room now, so that is definitely good, but I'm not sure what moves I should use. Seems like one of these resist fairy types. Honestly, I think both of them resist fairy types, so I think the best thing to do here is probably to use our Shadow Ball move. I'm not sure on like the bulkiness of them, but let's do Salazzle first, and let's do Psychic. Let's just double up Salazzle and see if we can finish him off. Ooh, we do not do a lot of damage. Our Pokemon are trained to be more bulky though, so hopefully that pays off. Salazzle dies in 1 turn. We're kind of paying for not having better moves, I feel like. Gunk Shot misses, so we just got 1 kill for free. 3 turns of Trick Room left. The man comes out. Maybe let's Shadow Ball that new one, and then just Psychic it too, maybe? Or do we like Psychic Rev Room maybe to get some damage in? That could be better. Shadow Ball hits, does like an okay amount of damage again. We don't have any stat drops. Psychic hits Reverum and does 60%. I got an air balloon, interesting. Ice Beam comes on Sylveon. Doesn't do anything crazy. Temper Flame is gonna hit Espeon. It does like more than half, okay. We do heal with our Citrus Berry though. I think let's go ahead and use Draining Kiss to heal. I don't think Nidoking resists it, but I could be wrong on the typing on Nidoking. Actually, it might resist it, but let's just see. Got his HP drained. I mean, didn't say... Oh no, it wasn't very effective, okay. Is Nidoking poison? It might be. Psychic finishes off Reverum. I mean, yeah, we haven't had one of our Pokemon lose yet. Or die, faint, whatever. Jojo Sancha, he thinks I have him here. I think could definitely be possible. Who knows what else they have in the back. I see we Hyper Voice. I mean, it hits both of them. 16 times effectiveness on Psychic? I didn't even know that was possible. I think that's glitched. I'm assuming that'd be for Weevil, though. Yeah, I'll just hit Weevil twice, honestly. Nidoking takes a little bit of damage. Psychic hits as well. Finishes it off. Thunderbolt. Ooh, okay, Thunderbolt does finish off Sylveon. Reflect wore off. Oh, I forgot we had Reflect. Hopefully that was helping a bit. And who else on our team should we show off? I guess Umbreon here would probably be fine. I think they're pretty bulky. Let's just go ahead and Shadow Ball and then Psychic. And that should win us this game here, unless Jojo goes for like a Protect or something, but I doubt that since he only has 1 Pokemon left. We also don't go first possibly because our Trick Room did run out. Flamethrower on Espeon. And our moves do finish Nidoking off nice. Yeah, that was a good, pretty good fight, I think. It seemed like we had a pretty good matchup because JoJo's moves just didn't do any damage into us. I mean, we were really bulky. So let's see how the next battle goes, but I think we picked the good, the right moves there, and we do have the next battle ready, so let's see if we can do a bit better. Or not a bit better, but like, let's see if we can win 2 in a row. I'm gonna go for the same opening again and just kind of try and set up that reflect first. I feel like it's worth it to do that. Let me also fly and position my camera so we can see the battle. Okay, so yeah, we're playing reflect up. It just feels like the right thing to do, taking less damage. And Trick Room obviously will help us move first. Greninja and... I always forget the names of Pokemon. Everyone puts nicknames on them. But yeah, the Rowlet's Final Evolution. I don't know why. Oh, Decidueye, there we go. I mean, yeah, both moves don't do a lot of damage. We do go slower on the first turn, but we have Trick Room and Reflect Up. So for 4 turns, we have a pretty big advantage right now. Draining Kiss is going to be super effective. I think that is on Decidueye. Never mind, I'm wrong. It's on Greninja. Probably because of the Dark type, yeah. So let's do Draining Kiss because we want to heal up some health there. And then, I don't know. Dazzling Gleam, just get some spread damage in there. Hopefully we survive. Do we have a priority move just used on us here? Shadow Sneak, okay. Pretty low power move, but... Greninja takes some damage. Sylveon takes some damage. We did heal though. Dazzling Gleam goes second. I mean, we don't actually defeat anyone that turn, which is not ideal, but... We can use a... Oh, someone is immune to Psychic, which would just be the Greninja. So we can go ahead and Psychic Decidueye here. And hopefully that was some good moves to pick. I kind of want my Espeon to live here though, so we probably should have went for Protect maybe, I'm not sure. Greninja goes down. You definitely want to reset this Trick Room. I don't know if when it goes out. Oh, Espeon goes down, okay. I say we take Flareon out because it's one of our best attackers, and then we want to start getting some damage. Oh, into a Swampert though, that's tough. I don't know what we should do then. Maybe Hyper Voice and Facade Swampert to try to get him out, because that does counter us pretty severely. Flame Orb should activate, then we should use the move, so it should work, right? Or why don't we have our effect? Is it the next turn? I don't know, honestly. I might be using it wrong. I've never used the Facade move. We might lose her because of that too. And we're still not burnt. Maybe Flame Orb is the wrong item. Either way, we have to try to do something here. Snarl could lower their attacks, but I think finishing off one of these Pokemon is going to be a little bit better than that. Maybe Swampert, because they're kind of a threat right now. Let's just protect Flareon. So I assume Swampert's going to attack them with a water move this turn. Dark Pulse gets Swampert at 3. Hopefully we get that, Okay, no damage on Umbreon, good. Oh, okay, he went for Umbreon. I mean, thankfully he didn't do a lot of damage, but... And we lost our turn priority, so we're not even going to be going first. This is bad. Snarl could finish both of them off in 1 turn, but there's not going to be much... I mean, let's just go for double protect. I think that's literally the best thing we can do. Umbreon, I mean, Flareon is not going to do anything here. Oh my gosh, the double protect worked too. Hopefully they target Flareon this turn, please. At least Storm missed, that's good. And Earthquake again, okay. I mean, Umbreon lives it, which is good, of course. Snarl gets used and finished off Swampert. I mean, we have a fighting chance here, but with not being able to go first, Grassy Surge gets activated, and that's the last Pokemon. Let's try to use Dark Pulse to get this guy to flinch, but I mean, I guess we can only flinch if they go first, so that probably won't even work. And that's Flare Blitz. Woodhammer gets used on Umbreon, but Flare Blitz should one-hit kill. One-hit kill you, I think, right? Oh my gosh, we barely won that. I don't know. We'll have to look what happened with their Flare Orb too. Like, why didn't that work? Yeah, wait, the Flame Orb says burns the holder. But I did not get burnt that turn, right? I don't know why that happened. I'm kind of confused. Alright, we do have another battle planned here. Let's TPA, Trally, Stim Test. They said they want to battle us. I'll have to replace Flareon's move then, I guess. Maybe we can try it in this battle again to see if it works. Maybe it was like an ability or something? I'm honestly unsure. Like, what Pokemon were on the field there? Swampert was one of them, right? We could look. Does Swampert have some sort of ability? I mean, the Damp ability, it prevents the use of self-destructing moves, but an item shouldn't be a move. So, I don't think that would have affected it. But yeah, let's just try another battle and see what happens there. Okay, guys, I just looked it up, and I probably should have known this, so I guess I just didn't think of it. Fire Pokemon can't be burnt, so therefore Flareon cannot be burnt, and the Guts ability doesn't do anything. I mean, like, the Flame Orb ability won't do anything, which honestly does make a lot of sense. So we'll have to swap that item. I'm not sure what we're going to swap it to, though. I'll have to do some thinking. I mean, maybe just something like a Choice Band. I think that's what buffs damage. I think that could be a fine replacement. Okay, we're fighting Trally Stim here. Looks like we're going to be able to be super effective against Garchomp. I say we just Hyper Voice, get some damage on Garchomp, and then Trick Room here as well. Or do we pit Reflect Up? You know, let's actually see if we can get away with a reflect, I think. Would be a little bit better. And then we can Draining Kiss to heal some of that health we did lose, if we do lose some. Dragon Breath. Okay, not the most powerful move ever, but it was also a crit. Alright, we're gonna resist physical moves. Rhyperior is probably a physical attacker if I had to guess as well, so that's good. We do get Trick Room and Reflect, so 4 turns starting now is what we have to try to do something against these Pokemon. Let's Draining Kiss Garchomp, because I feel like we could probably finish off in 1 turn with that. But then let's just also Dazzling Gleam just in case we don't. And we'll get some damage onto Rhyperior. Is Rhyperior actually slower than us? In Trick Room? That's okay, it shouldn't be much of an issue. Okay, Infernape is coming out. Seems like Psychic is going to be super effective. I say we just Hyper Voice both these Pokemon and Psychic the Infernape. Earthquake. Oh, okay. Earthquake kills their own Infernape, okay. I mean, that's good for us. Rhyperior goes down too. But we have like 1 or 2 more turns of Trick Room left, I think. Last Pokemon is a Golduck. That's a pretty cute Pokemon. I think this guy said he didn't know much about battling too, so their team was probably not like very set up, or maybe not even EV trained, so going into this we should win this battle, so I'm not very like surprised. But definitely not too bad of a job, especially that Rhyperior killing their own Pokemon was good for us. I mean, Espeon might actually go down here too, so... Unless Psychic does enough damage, which it seems like it just nearly does not. Should be able to finish off with Hyper Voice though, and we can just protect Espeon just to keep him in the battle. I don't know if that was necessary, but... Because we should be going first in Trick Room. Okay, yeah, Hyper Voice does finish off the Golduck. Okay, yeah, so looking at my team, we need to replace Facade then too, right? Helping Hand could probably replace Facade because I think somebody told me that the choice items don't actually lock status moves. I think. I actually could be wrong on that, and that'd be a really big thing to be wrong about. But let's just kind of lock in using Flare Blitz. And then let me see, is it the... I think it's the Choice Band. Choice Specs is special attack, Choice Band is attack, yes, so that's what we need. We go ahead and buy one of those in the held item category. Choice Band, where is it? Seems to be on the 2nd page. No, the 3rd page? Okay, I think I've missed it somewhere. Alright, there we go. The Choice Band. And then we can get rid of the Flame Orb, which, yeah, is literally not doing anything. Then it's also time to battle the rival, so why don't we just go into that. The 4th rival of the video, the Rock Rival. We can just start with Sylveon, I don't really mind. I think we're going to be able to beat this pretty easily. Ooh, level 60. We're actually very under-leveled, which is pretty bad. But hopefully the next 10 days we can try to fix that a bit. Stone Edge does hit us first for actually over half. It makes sense with this, 12 level gap in between us. And Shadow Ball does nothing. This might actually be the first trainer that we lose against. Can we get a Draining Kiss off? Ooh, okay, Stone Edge missed. How much will Draining Kiss do though? Might not even heal anything if it does no damage. Yeah, it didn't heal us at all. Let's just try to pay Reflect Up if we do get the chance, because that's gonna help us survive with the other Pokemon. And I guess with the Sylveon too. Let's do Hyper Voice. Not as very effective, but it's 90 damage. Ooh, okay, it does actually finish it off. I guess it's more powerful being stabbed than just using the Ghost move. Tyranitar comes on next. I think we should have a decent move against him. Yeah, Draining Kiss will do some damage. Crunch gets used on us first and we do survive. Hopefully Draining Kiss does a lot and heals a lot. Ooh, it just doesn't do any damage though. I feel like we should just Hyper Voice if we get another chance to move instead of trying to go for a heal. But we do not get another chance. Okay, that's fine. So the second Pokemon... let's try our Flareon because it's new. Flareon is also going to get, like, countered by all these rock Pokemon. They should all have super effective moves, but at the same time... Ooh, I was gonna say I think we should be fine, but that doesn't do any damage to us. And we're in a Sandstorm. Thrash gets used again, and Flareon gets finished off. Okay, not looking good. This really could be the first trainer we lose. Let's bring out Espeon. Umbreon's our highest level, and you're the tankiest, so... Maybe let's just try to spam some Dazzling Gleams right now. Ooh, Tyranitar's confused. Good for us. We get Earthquake used on us. Citrus Berry heals us up a little bit. I guess we just have to keep spamming Dazzling Gleam, though. That's really all we have. Tyranitar does go down, which was definitely a threat. I'm not sure if this trainer's gonna have a Paradox or Legendary, though. Sidekick move, we have a very super effective move against this Legendary, which actually ends up swapping out, probably for the best. Garganacl was gonna have to take our move instead. How much damage are we gonna do? Ooh, nothing. This is so unfortunate. Special defense fell though, so I'd say we honestly just hit him straight back with the stab move and see. Okay, no, they swapped. Maybe thinking I'm gonna go for a protect or something. Hopefully we come back into Terracoin, we do. And hopefully this one hit kills, 71 HP. There's a huge level gap in between us though, so... Yeah, we don't want to kill because of that. but let's just redo it again. Rock Slide comes off on us. It does finish Espeon off, which makes sense. But can Umbreon end up clutching this game? I honestly have no idea. I'm hoping that we can, but let's try a Shadow Ball first. Sacred Sword. Ooh, it does a lot of damage. We might actually lose here. Oh no, and Shadow Ball does not finish it off. I think we're going to die, and we're going to have to train up and fight this rival with the next one in the next 100 in the next 10 days. Okay, we did actually lose. That's the first battle I've ever lost against these trainers. But to be fair, I think I was too busy battling because we were really, really underleveled. I kind of forgot I went up that fast. I mean, our worst underlevel was Espeon at 16 levels below, so I think we did really good for the gap we had, but we're going to have to battle our rival in the next 10 days when we fight the 6th rival as well. Alright, so we are going to level up next, but I had one more battle we had to do. Laundry told me that she did only have 50% like Eevee train, so hopefully we're going into this thinking we're going to win the battle. It also seems like my citrus berry glitched off, so let me replace that one sec. Okay, I'm sending over the duel request. Hopefully we do pretty good here. I'm just going to try the same lead. Alright, looks like we have a Alola Ninetales and Baxcalibur coming out first. I think those are both Ice-type Pokemon. Snow Warning, I'm pretty sure is a, like, Icy Terrain or, like, Hail. Yeah, I think Hail is the effect. I'm actually not entirely sure what that does either, so we're just going to Trick Room and Reflect. I think there's a really good chance we die in one hit to one of these Pokemon, especially Baxcalibur, because I know they're a pseudo-legendary, but at the same time, Fairy-type also resists Dragon, so hopefully we live through this first turn. Auroraville made the opposing team stronger against physical and special moves, okay. So I think Reflect basically just ends up making that move not do much. We have Trick Room up this first turn, which is definitely interesting. I think the best thing to do is going to be, I don't know. It says Dazzling Gleam is resisted. I actually don't know that. I didn't think either of these Pokemon resisted Fairy-type moves, so I don't know if that's a glitch or what. I think we could just double spread damage, right, and see kind of what happens from there. Hopefully something comes out of it. Hyper Voice does over 50% of Baxcalibur. Dazzling Gleam finishes off Baxcalibur. A critical hit as well, so that's nice. Hypnosis comes out on Sylveon, but it missed. I mean, that's kind of best case scenario for us. We get one Pokemon, and then Hypnosis, a move that could end up doing a lot of damage, misses. As long as we don't make any big mistake, I think we'd kind of win after that, especially with the Team Ivy being like fully Eevee trained and stuff. Also, is the server frozen? Why are the unknowns not moving? Okay, the server's not frozen. I don't know why none of them are moving, honestly. Alright, Dracovish comes out next, which is Dragon Electric? I think it's Dragon Electric, yeah. So, Dazzling Gleam is probably going to be an okay option. I say we could just run the double spread again. We didn't take, like, much damage at all that turn. Or any damage at all, actually, so I'd say it's probably safe to run that again. Hypnosis is going to come out, so maybe targeting a Ninetales would have been a more bread idea. But if we get Dracovish out this turn, I think it's kind of a win for us. Like, we'd have at worst 3 Pokemon versus 2. And I think doing the double spread could guarantee that. Even if, yeah, okay, that did a good amount of damage. Dazzling Gleam does finish off Dracovish, and Ninetales is at 19%. Alright, we get Blizzard used on us. Doesn't do much damage at all. We lose, like, I'd say 20% off each of our Pokemon. Sneasler, okay. Sneasler is a popular Pokemon, too. I know they have, like, gimmick of, like, the move that has, like, a 10% chance to make you, like, sleep, paralysis, or freeze. I think that's what it is. But those are all such low percentages that I honestly think we're going to be fine. I'm going to once again use the double spread because we're going to finish off Ninetales either way. Last turn of Trick Room. Sneasler shouldn't resist Fairy as far as I know. I could be wrong on that, but Hyper Voice does 40%. Ninetales faints. Dazzling Gleam doesn't do much, okay. Probably could have gotten with like a Psychic there with the stab. Espeon gets Paralysis. Paralysis? Okay, I don't know why I just said that. Dire Claw gives us Paralysis. And then let's just Psychic Sneasler, and then for Sylveon, I think Shadow Ball would be more than good enough. I think this might be our last turn of Trick Room. Shadow Ball does some damage. Also gets the special attack lower, I think. Nice. Oh no, it was some herb or something, okay. And we get the finish off with the Psychic move, nice. I think we haven't lost a single fight yet, and we're using a whole Eevee team. So, I mean, that's kind of a win in my book. Or maybe it's the end dimension. Either way, I just tried to RTP and it's just not working, so I'm not really sure what's up with that. Oh, okay, we finally got the TPA off. I was going to do one more battle, so let me tell him the rules and make sure we're all good to start. Yeah, honestly, if we're going to lose to anybody, I would assume it's going to be Blink, because I know he has a bunch of random Pokemon. Last video, he was running a pretty interesting team, too. I think it just depends what kind of team he brings. Hopefully they're pretty low like power level in general and they're not gonna like just sweep my entire team. Oh, I gotta accept the request. Okay, Hydrapple and Dormanitan. Okay, we have some evasion drops. That's never a good thing to see, right? I kind of want to go for the Reflect and Trick Room. I guess what else would we really do? I don't think this is a Trick Room team, but I can check. Okay, it seems like Hydrapple is actually kind of slow, so we might be taking the L there. I'm not sure. Is Trick Room worth it then? I mean, I don't know. Do we just skip it and go for like something like Psychic on Dormanitan this first turn? Hydrapple slow. I don't know what else he has, but Dormanitan is not a slow Pokemon. So it could just be a slow Hydrapple for like the ability or something. I really don't know, but I kind of want to wait off because I don't want to, you know, set up Trick Room for him to be slower because the Eevees are not that slow. I was just running Trick Room because usually people will have faster Pokemon. I don't have any speed IVs. If this is specifically a Trick Room team, I set up Trick Room for them. I'm just giving them the speed control, which would be bad. So I'm gonna, ooh, Sylveon goes down 1 hit to Flare Blitz. Psychic on Dormanitan. Okay, 7%. Ledge Bomb goes off on Espeon, doesn't do too much damage. Hopefully it was a mistake to not use the Trick Room, but one of our Pokemon are already dead. Let's just use Flare Blitz on Hydrapple. I'm pretty sure it's Grass type, and let's protect Espeon for a turn to kind of see what happens from there. And our Flareon should move second after Dormanitan, I think. Check goes off first. Dormanitan uses Flare Blitz on Espeon, so we get a free turn there. We go third, yes. Flare Blitz hits Hydrapple, bring it down to 21%. Ooh, Breaking Swipe. We lose some stats on both of our Pokemon. Definitely not ideal. We're locked in a Flare Blitz now, so I'm wondering if something like switching would be okay on Flareon. But then again, I don't want to switch into Umbreon just for them to die. What move has Dormanitan been using? Flare Blitz. I mean, this could be a huge mistake, but I wonder if we swap it in Umbreon, can we take a Flare Blitz pretty easily? I'm gonna try it. And I think we'll just Psychic Hydrapple if we do get a turn off. Flare Blitz hits Espeon and does actually fully kill it. Maybe swapping was a bad idea. Dormanitan goes to Recoil. Breaking Swipe does hit Umbreon. The attack falls, but I thought we were using Inner Focus on Umbreon, which shouldn't... Or actually, it only stops Intimidate, right? Okay, well, that makes sense. Tatsugiri comes out, so it seems like we probably have a Dondozo waiting in the back for us, which I think is going to pretty much guarantee a loss. How do you win against Dondozo? I do not know. Do we Helping Hand Umbreon? Let's do it. Muddy Water hits Flareon and kills it. Oh my gosh. I used Snarl. Like, I don't know. I just thought, oh, I didn't even kill them. Okay, that was a choke. How does Snarl do that little damage? Definitely a mistake. This was not a perfect battle by any means for me. I wonder if Trick Room would have been the right play then. Let's just try a Dark Pulse. Maybe we'll get a flinch. Hopefully we'll get a flinch. If we get attacked by 2 Pokemon, even with the Assault Vest, I think we're going down. Draco Meteor, 9 HP. And we're slower than both these Pokemon? Oh, maybe my speed is worse than I thought. And we do lose the battle right there. We only took down 1, so that was a pretty bad loss. I will give Blank 1 golden apple for winning. And I think now it's going to be a good idea to go ahead and level up some of our Pokemon a little bit more. So when we do end up battling that rival again, we will do a little bit better. So I think I will start off by buying some more Dusk Balls, which should be in this shop right here. Another stack should help a pretty good amount. And then I'm going to start with my lowest level, which is Espeon. And hopefully we can get Espeon to like at least level 60, right? That's what the last gym was. But level 65 or 70 is probably like the minimum we want to get all these guys to. I'd say minimum 65. So I have a lot of unknown to catch and levels to get. So I'm going to go ahead and start doing that. I just finished another challenge, which gives me even more Jet Balls. I think I've been saving these up, like with my challenges I've been doing, because we have 3 stacks, which is definitely a lot. But in the end, Dusk Balls are a bit better, I think, so I'm going to continue using those just for the sake of getting levels as quickly as possible. But if we want to get Dex, then the Jet Balls are going to be super helpful. And I mean, I want to get like at least 10 or 20% Dex. Like I do that every video, and it gives you some pretty good rewards. Speaking of that, though, we actually don't have a lucky egg right now, which would make leveling up a lot faster. So I wonder if I should take a break and catch some new Pokemon, actually, so I can get 5% more in my Dex. That might be a better idea. We could start with ones in the end, though. Like, there's a couple around here that I definitely don't have. I don't think I have Inkay. And then there was a Zubat over here, which is in my boat, actually. I don't think, surprisingly, I have a Zubat, even though they're pretty common. I'm gonna run over and try to get it. I just don't want this other Pokemon to just spawn, so I might wait 1 second, actually. Okay, I caught that one. Now let's see if I have Zubat. And it looks like I do not. So let's throw a Pokeball at both of them. Hopefully one of those catch it. Okay, we actually caught both of the Zubats, so I level up my Espeon a little bit and continue looking in the end for all of the other Pokemon. And then I can probably go to the Nether in the overworld and just catch a couple of Pokemon just for a little bit here to be able to get that free lucky egg. We could buy one for 10k, but if we can get a free one, we should probably just do that. Because we're going to have to buy more Pokeballs for these unknown anyway, so we want to save our money for that. I mean, there's just not a lot of new Pokemon at the end in the first place, so I think we've got to try and teleport away now to somewhere where we can find some new Pokemon since we've been in the end for a while. So I think we're going to try the Nether since, if I remember correctly, I've only been there for Firestones and I have not actually caught any Pokemon. Okay, why did I just teleport into a Bastion? That's kind of lucky. It has to be looted though, right? I mean, it doesn't look that looted. Let's leave this Diamond Shovel here though for somebody else. I assume everything good is taken and the chests just aren't like completely looted. I mean, yeah, now this is really useful though. I mean, the carrots are kind of useful. Also, nobody mined through the wall to the gold, but I wouldn't expect the average Cobblemon player to know the Bastion routes. And it seems like I got a little rusty on them too, because I did mine down the wrong spot. But we can go ahead and mine all the gold right here in this area. Where's the last vein? There we go, right here. And then those should be the last pieces, right? I don't know, I forget. One more. I'm just gonna assume that's the last one. That's good enough for me. 8 free gold blocks, why not? And then could I also go ahead and probably RTP again? Or you know, actually, I bet there's some Pokemon that spawn here because there's a structure. So why don't we actually go around and look and try to catch some Pokemon? I don't know why, but slash RTP takes so long in the Nether. Or it has been for me at least. But I mean, it makes sense to an extent. Probably has more to load and look at. So Nether has some pretty weird terrain. I assume it can't teleport you into lava, for example. So I think it's been long enough into the video where we can start using Fly when it's convenient. I'm just using the rest of my Great Balls, and I mean, I'm already having some success catching these Pokemon. I'm gonna use up all my regular Pokeballs just for, you know, actually, we don't need to use regular ones, right? Because we have 3 stacks. If I end up running out of Pokeballs, I'll regret that, but I feel like we have more than enough. We're not gonna use all of these catching Pokemon, right? I'm catching 3 different Pokemon right now. But I was probably going to leave the end or the Nether in a second because there's just not that many Pokemon. I mean, I'm finding new ones, but I feel like I'd find way more if I just went to like a new overworld biome. So that is what I might go ahead and do. You got to finish catching these Pokemon right here though. And what percentage are we at? I'd assume no more than 6. Yeah, okay. Not bad though. We might be closer to 7 as well. Like, who knows? There's a Ponyta right here that I don't have. I think most of the other Pokemon I can see I have caught before. So I will see you guys in the overworld. I'm sure there's at least one biome where there's gonna be like 20 Pokemon I haven't gotten yet. I just found a wild Eevee right here, which is pretty rare, of course. But let's see. What are the Eevees? Ooh, they suck. We have way better Eevees than that, so let's just go ahead and run away from the fight. And we'll catch this Patrat after we do. And do we have a Mareep yet? So there's also one of those. Wait, did that Patrat despawn? Okay, no, it's right here. And then the Mareep actually did despawn. Yeah, okay, I don't see it on the map anymore. After catching a bunch of new Pokemon, I'm at 7%. I think I'm probably pretty close to 8 though. I've been finding a bunch of new ones in this like plains area that I'm in, so I'm gonna continue looking and hopefully I can find myself to 10% before too long. Then we can level up a little bit more with that lucky egg and have all of our team members ready for the 2 battles we're gonna do in a row next with our rivals, and we can redeem ourselves from the previous battle. I'm gonna do slash kid claim daily again, and then just throw out the regular Pokeballs so we can get a couple more Ultra Balls because I'm still trying to get to the next Dex rank. I also found this Rowlet that somebody left in a boat, so I was trying to catch it because why not? I don't know if I will. It wasn't claimed, so I assume whoever left it here doesn't really care. They probably forgot about it. And I'm hopefully close to 9%. Like, that could have been 9%, honestly. We're so close. Okay, it wasn't. So I assume we need like roughly 12 or 13, maybe like 14, maybe even 15 more Pokemon to be able to get to 10%. Starting with this Solosis. Okay, and we're at 9%, so there should be just around like 10 or 11 Pokemon left that we need to capture, and we'll be able to get that lucky egg. This has been taking me a while, though. We still have to level up our Pokemon, so hopefully I can find 10 Pokemon pretty quickly. I haven't RTP'd again because there's a bunch of new Pokemon around here in general, though. And I mean, I'm having trouble getting the Pokemon in the first place to gain the Pokeballs. I am going to need to buy some new ones, too, because we have 6 Ultra Balls left. I already used up all my Great Balls and stuff. I threw out the normal Pokeballs, but I did use the Great Balls because they're not that bad. And that might be it for this like immediate area. Or actually, we don't have mining yet. Let me try capture this mining and let me get some more Pokeballs. Alright, I just got the novice rank. I guess I was closer than I thought, so if we go ahead and redeem that, there is the lucky egg. Let's put down Espeon. We'll have to make sure to put that citrus berry back on though. And then let's go ahead and go and attempt with these dusk balls to see if we can maybe get away with getting all our Pokemon to level 65 before the time is up. I definitely will need more dusk balls though too, so let's just go ahead and buy an extra stack right now. There we go. We've basically got a stack and a half now, just under having a stack and a half. Okay, my Espeon is level 66, which is what I was going for, so I'm going to go ahead and swap the item out now. And I think Sylvan would be next if we're going in order of lowest level to highest level. So let's get Sylvan to level 65 now as well. Just gotta move him to the first slot. I just want to sell the Steela. This spawn was recently fixed on here, so... I mean, we can catch it for the Pokedex. We can't use it, of course, but... I mean, I want to get it at least. Celesteela is a pretty cool Pokemon. I mean, the design, I don't actually know what it's supposed to be completely honest. Also, can we evolve a Furret? I think that should give us one more Dex point. I don't know if we're gonna get 20% in this video, though. I would say no. Just because I've caught a bunch of random Pokemon in previous videos, it's not really something I'm focusing on this time, but you never know what I might do up near the ending. Also, what is Celesteela's catch rate? It kind of seems like it's pretty low. Or do all Pokeballs like do nothing except for Beast Balls? Is that how Ultra Beasts work? I kind of forget. Let me look though at the catch rate if I can find it anywhere here. Catch rate 45. I think we should just swap to Beast Balls. I don't have any Ami at the moment, but we should be able to buy like 16. Let's buy 8 to start and let's see if we need more. Because I think it's 5x, right? Yeah. 5x is pretty good for catch rate. That's like more than double an Ultra Ball. Yeah, Ultra Ball is 2. And catch rate's 45, which isn't like super low. So let's see if we can get it with this 8. Okay, my 8th Pokeball. It seems like we're gonna need some more, so let me get ready to buy some. Let's try like 5 more. Yeah, Celesteela did not get in. Hopefully one of these 5 get the Celesteela. Also catching a couple unknown nearby while I can, just to get some sneaky levels in while we're stuck here. What levels are these two? 48 and 82. I'd say those are definitely worth trying to catch, as well as the 92. Ooh, and there we go. Celesteela has been captured. And we're at level 63 on Sylveon, so we're just a couple unknown away from getting another level 65. And then we can do Flareon and then Umbreon, and then our team should be good to go. Okay, there we go. Just got like 4 unknowns back to back. Sylveon is now level 66 as well. Gotta make sure to give that weakness policy item back so I don't forget. Then let's swap Flareon to the first slot now, as we will be doing them next. I've also got, how many? 27 Dusk Balls. I wonder if that's going to be enough to get level 65. I don't think so. Especially not for both Pokemon. We will definitely need more. But I'm only going to buy more when I actually need it. Just because it'll be fun to see too. How many levels can we actually get with these Dusk Balls we do have? Okay, and those 27 Dusk Balls got me to level 62. So I think we'll probably only need like 48 more maybe to get both of our Pokemon to the right level. So I'm going to start by buying just around that amount. There we go. Level 71 is definitely worth catching. I think anything below level 50, even level 50s are kind of iffy, but I think level 50 is worth trying to catch. Because, you know, it might go in the first Pokeball too, so you're kind of saving on Pokeballs there. Level 17 just isn't going to give any XP. Okay, Flareon is level 66 now, so I've got to swap the item once more. And then Umbreon will go into our first slot with the Lucky Egg, of course. And then we'll finally be ready to redeem ourselves in those rival battles. Alright, these are the last 2 unknowns with my last 2 Pokeballs. Will this get me to level 65? I don't think so. They were also level 44 and one of them didn't get in. Okay. I'm just going to use the rest of my Ultra Balls to get us to level 65, which shouldn't take too long. I mean, the catch rates are pretty similar, I think. So I'm just going to capture anything above level 40 with the Ultra Balls. And I want to stay next to these level 80s, because those could get me to level 65 by themselves. Oh yeah, even one of them did. Nice. And the second one gets me very, very close to level 66. But all of our Pokemon are now level 65 or above. Let's go ahead and go battle the rivals we missed out on. Here's the first one. I think we have to rebattle Grass because we lost. We got downgraded. But I mean, we beat this once, so it should not be a problem beating it again. I'm going to go ahead and just probably start off with Dark Pulse because it has the stab. Shadow Ball is like the same, but we are not Ghost type, so... And we have the chance to flinch, which is a nice little bonus. Okay, Rillaboom goes down first. Let's see, what is the next Pokemon? Because I already forgot somehow. Oh yeah, Cortana's in here somewhere. I'm just going to keep spamming Dark Pulse, though. Rage Powder, I mean, that wouldn't have actually done anything in this battle. Seems like Among Us needs a move swap. But 1 Dark Pulse left, and then we just beat the Grass rival. Of course, we're super over-leveled, so if we didn't win that, that would be kind of embarrassing. Okay, now the rival that we lost, the Rock rival, or at least I think that's the one we lost. Let's have another go at this. Terracoin Terrakion comes out first. I'm gonna just, actually, Dark Pulse is 0.5 times ineffective, so Shadow Ball is gonna be better here. Lycan Rock comes out next. I mean, we can use Dark Pulse this time with the stab. Scary Face does go first. We had our special attack lowered, but oh, Crunch goes first too, but it doesn't really do any damage. Alright, my Umbreon did faint, but luckily we have Sylveon, which has a super effective move against Tyranitar. It also heals us, but Tyranitar didn't actually hit me for any damage, so let's do Hyper Voice this turn. It does do a little bit more. It also says 0.5 ineffective, which is kind of weird. I think it still thinks it's a normal move, that's why. Tyranitar does faint. It was super effective. The Sandstorm is on for a couple more turns, so that should buff up the rest of these Pokemon just a little bit, but I think we'll be okay still. I mean, I keep using Hyper Voice because it is 90 damage instead of like 50. If we get low though, like healing would be a good idea. Like right now, I think we could get away with trying to heal. A super effective move hit us, so we also just had an attack boost, which means Draining Kiss should probably do about the same as Hyper Voice would anyway. And we do gain a little bit of health from that. Are we gonna survive the last hit? Okay. Garganacl will use Explosion, but we don't actually faint from that, luckily. And then we did win the Rock Rival battle this time. So that means the last one left right now is going to be the Flying Rival. This is the one I'm actually supposed to be fighting on this day, I'm pretty sure. So what's the level? Oh, 68. Maybe I'm fighting one rival ahead then. I don't actually know. Because 60 to 68 doesn't make much sense, but I could be wrong on that. Alright, anyways, let's just do the stab move. Both of them are normal effectiveness, so that's just going to be the better option to pick here. Zapdos uses Roost on the first turn. Just going to keep spamming Dark Pulse. Zap Cannon hits us, or Thunderbolt hits us. We don't give paralysis, and we do not take much damage at all. Oh, we're actually paralyzed now. And Zapdos keeps healing, so we're actually not doing very good against the Zapdos. I mean, we're 8 levels below, so it makes sense. We wouldn't be doing the best. But hopefully we can make a bit of a comeback here. Zapdos roosts one more time. I'm just gonna fight until Umbreon dies. Like, maybe we'll get a crit and get lucky here. Or Zapdos will stop spamming Roost. I mean, it does only have 5 uses too, so can't use it forever. Maybe this one will finish it off. Okay, yeah, Zapdos actually does die. We were confused and paralyzed though, so Dark Pulse is out of moves somehow. I guess we used 15. Oh, Pressure though. That ability probably actually took more away. That's why. So I did not use that move 15 times. There's only been 11 turns. Ooh, and my Shadow Ball only does 20% of Dragonite. Let's just keep spamming until we die. My Shadow Ball did actually end up finishing off the Dragonite. I guess it didn't hit me a single time, which is surprising. Corviknight is next. I mean, we could like Shadow Ball. I think is gonna be the best thing to use here. Drill Peck finishes us off before we can even move. Corviknight, I think Flareon's gonna be the best thing to pick. Flare Blade should one-hit kill this pretty easily. We don't go first though, so we do get Scary Face used on us, which makes our speed fall, which doesn't matter if Corviknight's dead in one turn anyway. And okay, maybe this is the last Pokemon. I would assume it is. I'm just gonna spam Flare Blades. We have the choice band, so I mean that's all we can do anyway. Okay, one more move and we should win this battle as long as we don't get hit at first and finished off, which we do. Okay, that's fine. Because let's bring in Espeon next. Then something like Psychic should be more than fine, I think. Aerial Ace does hit us, but it doesn't do nearly enough damage to finish us off. And Psychic does finish off the Talonflame. Okay, I think that was the last Pokemon. And we won the battle. And now I think I just gotta focus on, once again, leveling up my Pokemon a little bit more into like level 70 or 75 just to catch up. Because I was pretty behind, and like even that battle we were already over leveled. So if we wait till the next one to level up, then we were once again going to be under leveled. So I'm gonna spend some time doing that. Okay, so I did start leveling up just a tiny bit. My Umbreon is now level 77, so I'm gonna go ahead and give just Flareon a turn next. It doesn't really matter which one I do first, but I'm gonna try to get all my Pokemon to at least level 75. That's the plan right now, and hopefully that's gonna be enough for the next 10 days or so. If not, then I don't know. I guess we will have to level them up a little bit more. But I think 75 should, if I'm remembering correctly, the next levels should catch us up a decent amount. And Flareon is now level 76. Gotta remember to always give back the items that I take off, because if not, I'll probably forget which item I was using. Then I'll do Sylveon next. And I do have to buy more Pokeballs, but Sylveon is now also leveled up to 75, so we can fit Sylveon up and level up our last Pokemon that needs leveling, which is Espeon. Then I don't know, maybe we can do some battles or something, or I'm just preparing for the rival battle again, which is going to take a little bit of preparing to do. Espeon is level 71, and I started hatching another egg, because I do want to get all the Eeveelutions like I said, so I'm going to begin hatching a couple eggs before I can get the other Eevees that I do want. Because, you know, hatching does take a little bit, especially if we're not using our Flame Body, because we're busy leveling up Espeon, so Espeon does need the first slot. I think Flame Body only works in this if it's in your first slot, but I could also be wrong on that. I'm not actually entirely sure how it works. I think that's how it works in the games, or so I've been told. Again, if I catch this unknown, I should be level 75. Let's see. And okay, level 75. And a shiny unknown spawned on me. So I think I know what I've got to do. This is actually the second shiny unknown that I've gotten so far, so... Oh, that is the wrong one. Oops. We can actually slash Poke Eevees. Or I guess Eevees will change when we catch it, right? Because we're on a chain. I'm not going to catch it, though. If it survives a sidekick hit, I'll catch it. Okay, maybe not, actually. I changed my mind. Again, I think I could try to get battle then. I don't have much else to do except maybe get like 20% dex. I'm not entirely sure. I just think it would probably end up taking me too long to get 20% dex, but if I don't have much else to do and if I don't want to battle this second, it is not a bad idea of something to do to fill my time. Also, what is someone building over there? That looks pretty nice. I might see if I can just capture a couple Pokemon. If it only takes me like 20 minutes, then I think I'd be down. I think it's going to more like take 20 minutes per 10 Pokemon to catch. If we need around 100 Pokemon if we're trying to get 10 more percent. I think it's a little bit over 100 though. So far I've used like 10 Pokeballs and then this Pokemon won't get in. So far the catching is not going very good. There's also a Sandile right here. I forget what it's called honestly. Is that what it's named? Yeah, it is. Okay, I got it right. Then what is this Pokemon named? Cacturn, something like that. Yeah, I remember them. I'm honestly not in a desert too much, so some of these Pokemon are not as familiar as other ones. But all the cactus Pokemon are pretty cool. I don't think any of them are good in battling, which is usually the Pokemon I try to get in my videos, so I don't think I will ever be using one of them. There's also a Palmy over here, which I don't believe I have yet, so that could be another new Pokemon in my Pokedex. And I could go in the ocean, because there's always a bunch of Pokemon I haven't had yet in the ocean, since I usually just don't really go into it. There's never really a reason to. And I might sell my inventory if I just throw my Pokeballs really quickly here, so I can have some more room. $5,000, and we have, honestly, a good amount of Pokeballs. I didn't know we had a stock of ancient Jet Balls on us, but I guess I do. Okay, I just got a pretty good amount of new Pokemon. We're already at 11%, and there's multiple more new ones in this ocean right here, so I've been flying around this water trying to catch some of them. This one is still new, and I just caught the other fish that was swimming right here, but I do need to replenish my oxygen. Okay, so I did end up actually getting to 12% dex. It didn't take me that long, but I'm going through Pokeballs pretty quick, so I might try a little bit longer, but I definitely do not think I'm going to get to it in these 10 days. I would rather do some battles with the time I have instead of just catching Pokemon. But then again, I'm going to catch them for a little bit longer, I think. I don't know what percent I'll get to, but probably just when I stop finding new Pokemon easily. Which shouldn't be too hard because I have barely found any Pokemon, so most Pokemon I find should be new, technically. I'm just going to find more ocean, new biomes in the ocean I have not found yet, and swim around the bottom here and see if I can get any to spawn. Looks like a Dratini just spawned in too. Oh my gosh. I would not have expected that. Let's try to catch one of those. 2 of them actually spawned in as well. And I just hatched one of my Eevees. Let's see. What are the Eevees looking like? Well, nothing special, but I didn't really care if they were good in the first place. Let's also sell one of our unknown for $5,400 more dollars. So I'm actually at $74,000, and I don't think we're at 13%. Yeah, we're not at 13% dex yet, but that can be our 5th Eeveelution. I don't know which one I'm going to get first, honestly. I don't actually know where you find leaf stones in the wild. Like, can we actually find some instead of buying them? I'm gonna have to look around a bit. Okay, I think I did actually get 13% now, so hopefully we're pretty close to 14%, because I did actually miss when I was even doing that. Or I mean, like when I got to 13% in the first place, so maybe we're pretty close to 14. Well, I just found 3 new Pokemon. Starly, this one right here, and a Roly-Coly. Ooh, and after catching 2 of those, we're at 14%, so yeah, I was really close. So about 10 more Pokemon. I think I already select 2 new ones around me. I think we could probably get at least 15%. So that is what I will try to do here. Sneasel. Yep, we definitely don't have Sneasel. I don't think I have Flaffy either, so I can go ahead and catch that one. Just gotta stay close to both of them so one of them do not despawn while I'm trying to catch. I think I also have to buy some more Pokeballs. Actually, I think I'm fine for now. We don't need to buy more yet. Rufflet also looks new, so I guess I've not really been to this area. Or I guess Rufflet isn't new, okay. What about Linoon or Butterfree? I don't have Butterfree. I also think I want to just go ahead and finally go into the store and buy one of the stones I need so we can evolve another Eeveelution. And I don't know. Should we get Jolteon, Leafeon, or Vaporeon right now? I think I'm going to do Leafeon, because I don't know if I end up using Leafeon, so we might as well just use one of our worst Eevees. I have an 100% Eevee that Rich Fit's gifted to me. I wouldn't usually use it without pain, but I don't know if I end up using it. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. But yeah, I could definitely use that for one of the Eevees as well. But here's my Leafeon. We can evolve that. I'll probably level him up a little bit. I mean, yeah, that is Leafeon. We did get it, which is one of our goals. So we have probably like 3 or 4 Eevees left that we need to get. And I think it'd probably be a good time to go ahead and get more eggs out of my daycare if we can start hatching those as well. So let me put Leafeon in my box, and then if we do /daycare, we can get another egg out of here into our party and start hatching that too. I can probably start hatching another one before it hatches, so I'll try to keep an eye on my daycare for when it's ready. Oh, there's a stone on the ground right here. What stone is this? Okay, just a sunstone. I don't think that evolves any Eeveelutions, but actually no, yeah, sunstone definitely doesn't evolve any Eeveelutions. Okay, I found a Snorlax right here. Well, I was about to say I definitely don't have a Snorlax, but then it isn't crossed out. Okay, I don't have it. I guess I've just seen one or someone like traded one or something along the lines of that then. Oh, I have a Munchlax, so maybe if you catch the previous evolution, the other evolution gets crossed off in here too? I have no idea how it works, but either way, I'm going to try to catch this Snorlax. I guess I could use a Dusk Ball a couple times in this Snorlax, but is it light level 1 to 7 here? I don't know. I don't know if it is, to be completely honest. And I don't think you can check in the F3 menu in multiplayer for some reason. I can look again, but I didn't see it. Yeah, it just says 15 for me, so I don't know if I have like a brightness mod that's messing with it or what, but I cannot see what the brightness level is here, so I guess I'm just gonna hope it's 17. Or not 17, I mean like below 7. I think I'll just swap back to more normal Ultra Balls though. And it's probably a fine time to go ahead and buy some more Ultra Balls at that. What does the Moon Ball do actually? I gotta remember more of these. Okay, increases at night depending on how close the moon phase it is to a full moon. Yeah, I mean that'd be good if you know what moon phase it was, but I have no idea how to tell in Minecraft. And I'm also using shaders, so I think the moon just looks different for me in the first place. I think the Moon Ball is a little bit too niche, but a couple previous videos I was wanting to try the Dream Ball and get like a sleeping move on a Pokemon. I might try that someday, but as far as I know, the Eeveelutions don't really have sleep moves, and we don't really need to catch any Pokemon this video, so I will definitely wait on doing that. The Snorlax went to sleep while I was catching it. What is Snorlax's catch rate, actually? That might be a good thing to check. Ooh, 25. We might be here for a while. 25 is like, I mean, Beldum's 1. And I've tried to catch a Beldum on here before, like, while having, like, with, like, effects, like, sleeping and stuff, and it still took me, like, so many Ultra Balls, so 25 is definitely better than that, but I guess a lot of Legendaries are also won, and I've got Legendaries before by throwing, like, 3 stacks of Ultra Balls, so if Snorlax is 25, we should be able to catch it without too much of a problem. We might just have to throw a stack of Ultra Balls. I could get in a battle, too, and try to lower its health, but I feel like Snorlax definitely has a, like, self-damaging move. I could see it having something like Zen Headbutt or Takedown. I feel like that's a recoil normal move. I'm not sure, though. Ooh, my Eevees just had another egg in the daycare there, so let me get one of those again. I just asked if anyone wanted to battle, too, so we might have a battle here while we come even closer to the end of this 10-day segment. But we have 2 eggs hatching, so that will definitely help me with my Eevee collection. Alright, I caught the Snorlax and told players that they can use any team they want, so we might be finding like a couple or 4 or 2 legendaries in some team. I think this guy's team is ready probably. So let's request a double battle. Okay, Primal Groudon. I don't think our Eevee team is going to win against this, I can't lie. I mean, I guess we just have to try Trick Room, but I assume we're going to get one hit killed. Oh, I have Umbreon out first too, so we can't even like put up Reflect. I kind of messed up my lead. Let's Shadow Ball into Dragapult. That should be super effective against Dragapult, I think. U-turn on Espeon, which isn't even really supposed to be a damaging move, and it still does like a third of her health. Oh, Ursaluna comes out, okay. Earthquake. Surprisingly, Espeon does not get one hit killed or finished off, I mean, by that Earthquake. Shadow Ball does nothing to Ursaluna. Espeon does activate Trick Room, so we have something going for us at least. Let's use Dazzling Gleam and then Dark Pulse for this tab bonus on Ursaluna, because I mean, if we can at least get one Pokemon out, I'd count that as a win. Okay, Play Rough goes on Umbreon first. Dark Pulse goes to Ursaluna. Doesn't really do too much damage. Fire Blast is definitely gonna finish off Espeon. So Dazzling Gleam didn't work. I thought we had Trick Room activated though. Oh, Espeon's faster though. Espeon's speed is so high. You know, I probably need to rework my team in the first place. I think it kind of stinks. I mean, I guess there was a bunch of games earlier though, so it's not that bad. Let's Hyper Voice and then once again Dark Pulse that Ursaluna. We should both go first. Or Ursaluna might move before us because of the speed. We do finish off Ursaluna. Dark Pulse hits Groudon instead, which does an okay amount of damage. Fire Blast tries to hit Sylveon. Okay, it does miss. That is really good for us. Dragapult comes back out, so is Dragapult immune to Fairy type moves? Or is it immune to the normal type move, I think? Yeah, it's confused. Because Dragapult Has no type that is immune to fairy, so that would be weird. I guess I'll just Dark Pulse Groudon again, because I assume that's a bigger threat. We have like 2 turns of Trick Room left, so we've kind of got to get something going here. Hyper Voice does a lot of damage. It actually one-hit kills Dragapult. And Groudon is 1%, so we get an Earthquake used on us, unfortunately. So Umbreon does get finished off. And then Flareon, Groudon, Sylveon, and what is their last? I think they have one more. Metagross, okay. That's probably honestly good for us. If we Hyper Voice and Flare Blitz that Metagross on our last turn of Trick Room, we could actually do, like, we might win. Hyper Voice goes out, finishes off the Groudon. Fire Blast just has to do 72%. I don't see how I won't. Oh my gosh, I think we just beat that team. I'm surprised for having a full Eeveelution team. Oh, I think this guy had 6 Pokemon. Okay, we basically won then. He has 2 more. These are my last ones, though. Okay, that's crazy. I guess we just Flare Blitz. I don't know. I would say Rayquaza in case it doesn't get finished off, but I think either way we're just cooked right here. Hydro Pump doesn't kill Flareon in one hit. Dragon Dance gets used on Rayquaza. Okay, Flare Blitz hits first. Rayquaza gets finished off. We're doing really good for like a 4v6 with like 3 legendaries on the team, I think. Unless I'm miscounting Pokemon. I don't think we're going to move first, but just in case we do, I would think it's probably best to Draining Kiss to regenerate some health. Hydro Pump hits us. It doesn't kill us. It does no damage. Draining Kiss hits and does like 2%, so that was definitely not the right play by me. I think Shadow Ball is going to be better. Aeroblast. Ooh, we don't get finished off quite yet. Shadow Ball hits. How much is it going to do? 26%. I think it just depends. Do they miss a move right here? If they miss a move, we win. If the move hits us and does enough damage, we die. I think it's a very, very close battle, even when the odds were stacked against us. If I didn't use that first move wrong, I think I could have won too. Yeah, we get finished off by Thunderbolt. Okay, we're going to have a rematch with Ace Master here. I also told them they could bring whatever they want, so I don't know. Ace Master has a lot of Pokemon though, so yeah, I would assume he has plenty of non-legendaries and he didn't bring one. Alright, I mean, I know off the bat the Grimmsnarl is usually a Trick Room setter. I don't know Togekiss' speed off the top of my head. Looks like about 80, so we would be slower in Trick Room than Togekiss. I wonder if he's going to activate the Trick Room for us, though. Like, I would almost think, like, what if we just try a Dazzling Gleam? And I'm not sure. I mean, I guess we would kind of have to go, like, Dark Pulse on Togekiss, I would assume is the best thing here. Or we could actually Snore and lower the special attacks. That might not hurt. I mean, I'll try that this turn. Hopefully it's the right play. Follow me on Togekiss. I guess Grimmsnarl is going to try and attack then. Okay, no, they're setting up screens. I mean, it makes sense, I guess. Dazzling Gleam does nothing. I really didn't go for an attack this turn. I probably should have, looking back at it, though. I mean, if they're setting up screens, I almost wonder, should we swap out into, like, Sylveon and then just spam Snarl again? Trying to get our defense up a bit. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's not the right play, but that's what I'm going to try. Grimmsnarl uses Reflect. Togekiss uses Tailwind. Okay. So I should have probably activated Trick Room in hindsight, but we could do that in just a second here. We get Espeon back out. Let's do a Hyper Voice, actually, and then, I mean, I just guess another Snarl. Let's just make these guys do no damage. Parting Shot, it's actually, we're immune to it. Okay, good. Togekiss does a tiny bit of damage to Umbreon. Another Snarl. These guys have like -3 special attack at this rate. So let's get those screens up, because then we're not going to take much damage at all. And then I think we'll do yet again another Snarl. I'm just trolling at this point. Grimmsnarl is going to manually swap out, I would assume. Okay, Play Rough and Umbreon. Play Rough, yeah, Play Rough is a physical move. I actually know that off the top of my head. I think the screen is going up just now. Or I guess our screen already went up. Is that how much damage it did with the screen? Let's try to Hyper Voice and just swap into Espeon. Hopefully Espeon doesn't take much damage to Play Rough if they do go for that again. Should have the screen up this time, though, if it wasn't already. Sylveon gets an Air Slash. It does nothing. Play Rough hits Espeon. It does an okay amount, but nothing we can't survive. Hyper Voice finishes off Grimmsnarl. Togekiss is sitting at 57%. It heals up to 63 from leftovers, though. And Tailwind is actually out, so Togekiss is going to try that this turn, I would only have to assume. And let's Shadow Ball the Golden Go, and then Trick Room on Espeon. Ooh, nasty plot. Alright, well, we get Trick Room off. I mean, I assume Togekiss isn't gonna kill us. Yeah, Tailwind comes back up. But Trick Room should make all of that not matter. Ooh, only 30% on Golden Go, though. I wish we had the Snarl move, but then again, I think Golden Go has an ability that makes you not able to... Is it use status moves on it? I think that's what it is. Okay, we're gonna go first, so... I can't think of what I should do here. I think it's probably fine to, like, protect Espeon. Go for the move on Sylveon, see if we can do some damage. Togekiss uses Follow Me. Okay, I'm fine with that. Like, I'm almost thinking like something like Make It Rain could come off, and that could do a good amount of damage. Make It Rain does come off, okay. It wanted to kill Sylveon, but I don't actually care that much, to be honest. I think Flareon could be a good pick to bring out next, because we could hit that Golden Go. We're in Trick Room, we're going to go first. It could also just protect. I mean, that's probably the best thing for them to do here. Then I might just hit Togekiss with a move here. I'm going to go for the stab Psychic on Togekiss, I think. If we could finish off, that'd be pretty good. Also, oh yeah, Zapdos just spawned next to Ace Master here. Togekiss is 16%. Togekiss gets finished off. Oh yeah, they used to follow me. Ooh, Flareon takes a huge hit, but it does not get finished off. Light screens are wearing off. They lost their Tailwind. Dragonite. I think we have at least one more turn of Trick Room left, I think. Do we? Let me go read the chat. I mean, yeah, that's what it looks like to me. So I'm going to Flare Blitz, kill Flareon, and hopefully finish off this Golden Go. And then I say we just do like Dazzling Gleam. We could finish off the Dragonite possibly in one hit, so... I mean, Dragonite could be using Extreme Speed to finish off Flareon, though. That would be bad. That would probably be a good idea. Okay, they did not use Extreme Speed. Dragonite doesn't get finished off. Earthquake. It does finish off Flareon. Yeah, that's a good play. I couldn't have used Protect my Flareon, so I kind of had to attack there. And Flare Blitz is like, does not do much into Dragonite, so... I mean, I think we have Trick Room, I guess, still. So I say we do that to Golden Go. They can't protect, and then we go for another spread, Dazzling Gleam, and just hope this does enough. If Trick Room is out, we die in one turn with this health, which it isn't. Golden Go takes some damage, but it's not going to be finished off by the rest, I don't think. It's not enough. They're both alive. I think we lose this turn. I don't see how we wouldn't. Espeon dies. So as long as Golden Go targeted Umbreon, yeah, Make It Rain, which we do die from. I think our Trick Room ran out anyway, so that was a pretty good battle. I think it was pretty close. I think 2 Pokemon left and they were pretty low. And I am now ready to fight the next rival, which looks like it's going to be the water rival. I'll probably use like Espeon last. Let's just start with Sylveon. I think that's fine. All of our team members are leveled up. Is this going to be enough? There's only one way to find out. Alright, Suicune is the first Pokemon. We're like the same level. Honestly, I feel like there's a pretty good chance we could lose this fight though too, because we just don't have like the best... What is it called? We don't have like the best types to counter water types or moves. I was thinking about putting screens up, but I think it's more likely Suicune is going to be a special attacker, so let's just use Hyper Voice. First turn is Rain Dance. Hyper Voice definitely isn't going to one hit kill, but yeah, 55%. I think that means we could possibly kill with this next hit. It's possible, I think, but Hyper Voice brings Suicune to 6. We need one more hit then. Hydro Pump comes out on us. It does actually hit. Ooh, I'm Ultra Spawned. And we finished off Suicune, so that's the first Pokemon down. And they're probably only gonna have like one legendary, so the trickiest Pokemon is gone, which is probably the best case scenario. I think we just use Hyper Voice again, honestly. Or actually, no. Yeah, it's not very effective against Toxapex. Oops. But we could use our Shadow... Oh, never mind, we're dead. Well, I probably could have realized that a little bit sooner. I say we bring out Espeon next. I know I said I wasn't going to, but Espeon's fast as this Psychic move that's going to do good. Toxapex leaves. I mean, it makes sense if we have a good move against it. But the Water Rival is playing very, very well. Psychic does hit Greninja. But Greninja is immune, okay. That was a pretty good switch. Let's use Dazzling Gleam then. Oh, U-turn hits. Hopefully they swap into something that Dazzling Gleam is at least can hit in the first place. Dondozo, okay. Dondozo is a very interesting Pokemon. I'm going to use the Stab Psychic instead, though. Oh, withdraw again. Alright, the Water Rival is getting a little bit crazy with these send-outs. They're trying to predict me a little bit too much. Okay, immune again. That's fine. I assume they're going to swap, so let's just protect. Let's let them swap because they know we're going to hit them with the Fairy move. Yep, they try the U-turn, but it's not going to work. Let's hit Dazzling Gleam again. Okay, they just spam U-turn again. Interesting. We did do Dazzling Gleam though, so this is going to do some damage at least. And I assume they're going to swap, trying to not get me to like not be able to hit Greninja, so let's just use Dazzling Gleam so we do hit Greninja. I have caught on to the strategy at this point. Yep, and Greninja comes out. I predicted it. Dazzling Gleam hits Greninja. We get a free hit, and they are 22% health. Let's use Psychic. They're going to swap. Oh, they did not swap. Okay, never mind, and I died. I have Umbreon out, which obviously the last Pokemon after this is Flareon, which isn't going to do much against water types. So hopefully we can get some kills with this. I'm just going to spam the Dark Pulse Stab move. That's going to be my best bet. We get a free move because Toxapex goes right out. The Water Rival is planning some stuff, okay? This is all planned out by the Water Rival. He swaps He has some huge game plan in the back. It's not for nothing. Dark Pulse we use on Dondozo. We finish our Dondozo off. We're definitely finishing off Pokemon, which is what we need to be doing. Toxapex comes back out. Can we use Dark Pulse once more? We can, but it's Slowking instead, so I don't know. Will it do something? Yes, it's super effective, okay. We've got to be faster than Slowking, right? Ooh, with that withdraw. Like I said, extremely good strategy from the water rival here. Just spam swapping back and forth. If it wasn't obvious already, guys, the rivals are a little bit glitched sometimes. That's why they keep swapping, but I'm just being silly. So I'm just going to keep spamming Dark Pulse, and we'll finish off this trainer pretty soon here. I still have to fix the fact that they swap a lot, but I'll fix it sometime. And, you know, these rival battles are still pretty challenging. We lost one this video, so they're not free. Alright, everyone against the rivals. So the next rival we'll have to play against is a Steel rival, so our Sylveon should be able to put some pretty good work in when we do make it there. I assume we're not going to have too tough of a time with that. Oh, my mouse, okay. My mouse is coming in the mail soon, so this might be the last video I have ever broken mouse for now. Anyways, I'm not entirely sure what we'll do next. Probably some battling, but that's the end of these 10 days, so I'll see you guys in 1 second. Alright, I think we're going to go ahead and battle Jojo the Vulture here in a second, so let me make sure my team is set up correctly. Yeah, if we want to do that same lead I've been doing, or was doing at the very beginning, we should be good now. I think Jojo was ready to battle like this second, but I'm not entirely sure. Okay, yeah, we got the duel request, so let's go ahead and try. Alright, the double battle has begun. Nidoking and Muck, okay. I'm not sure what I should do, honestly. I'm gonna have to think for a second here. I mean, I'd say it's definitely worth to put up the screen. Pretty sure both these are physical attackers. We're already pretty specially bulky in all of our Pokemon. Setting up Trick Room is probably gonna be good too. I don't think these speeds are pretty high. Yeah, I just used it. I don't think they are. I'm gonna assume I'm right. Espeon takes a little less than 50%. Definitely not good. Same for Sylveon. Sylveon had an attack boost because of the weakness policy. Sylveon was also poisoned. We have Trick Room active now. Like, something like Muck could possibly move first. I wouldn't be like too surprised on that. But is it worth to use Fairy on either of these Pokemon? I don't think so. I would only assume it's better to like Shadow Ball. I mean, something like Muck, because I think there's like a bunch of like evasion kind of things you can do with Muck. That's what I know Muck for, at least. Then Psychic is 4x super effective against, I mean, neither of these Pokemon as far as I know. I think it's just 2x on both of them. Let's just double Muck, I guess. I don't think they're going to protect. Took me a while to pick my move there. 15%, special defense fell. Knockoff hits Espeon, and it does actually finish Espeon off, okay. Espeon's the fastest Pokemon, so Sylveon gets finished off. I mean, not a couple of good first turns for us. That is definitely what I would say. We still have screens for a second. Well, what do we do? Helping Hand and like Snarl is gonna kill both of them. I think we gotta go for the stab on like Muck or something and finish one of them off. Just get one of these Pokemon out the game. I mean, pretty inevitably we're gonna lose her. I think we are 4-2 Pokemon. Flareon has that choice band with a damage like recoil move, so Flareon can only get like 2. I mean, Flareon's gonna get damaged too. Yep, Umbreon gets poisoned, which, oh wait, Dark Pulse doesn't do anything. Okay, yeah, we actually just lose now. I wonder why I did so much worse this turn. And like last battle, I think we won against Jojo, so I don't know if the battle is glitched or kind of seems like it's like frozen. Oh, Flareon just gets finished off in 1 turn. Yeah, we're dead. The poison is just gonna kill us eventually. Maybe we can get a single Pokemon if we just attack Nidoking though. I'm not sure where I went wrong, honestly. I don't know what move I should have used instead. Maybe a different lead. Nidoking gets swapped out for Slowbro. Muck gets protected. Dark Pulse does hit the Slowking, but again, there's not much we can really do about anything on the board right now. Guess we can try hit Slowbro, but I would not be surprised if it comes out with a Protect. I think at this rate I lose with the poison. Like, there's no way I win. My goal is to get 1 Pokemon if it's possible. Poison Jab hits Umbreon. We're gonna take poison damage again. So we're gonna go from 45 to... How much health will we be on? Okay, we have 1 turn left, realistically, to kill 4 Pokemon. We can try Snarl real quick. Let's see how much damage that would have done. And Trick Room's off, so we're gonna move second too on top of all that. And we did lose 4-0. I got another shiny unknown right here, so I think we know what I have to do. That is the 3rd shiny unknown I've taken out of existence, but honestly, unknowns, like I said, do not do much. While we wait for someone else to maybe try to battle us, I'm gonna level up my Pokemon a little bit more, and I'm gonna find a different move to replace Bite with, because Bite just stinks. Okay, so Bite is actually like genuinely the second best move, but I just thought of something really funny. Will Last Resort work if I have it be like the only move of my Pokemon? Could I just spam like Last Resort? I'm gonna check. I mean, 140 damage is a lot. Let me go get in battle with my Flareon with like some random unknown. And let's see if this works. So if I click Last Resort, does it do anything? Oh, it failed. Why did it fail, I wonder? I mean, I guess you're not supposed to be able to do this, right? Yeah, even if I use it twice, it doesn't work, okay. So that strategy is not gonna work. So we've gotta go ahead and go back in Umbreon and fix the moveset. Bite, and then Flare Blitz. And then I was using Protect, and finally Helping Hand. Alright, we are going to battle Richfits now. He said he made a team for this fight. It's probably just some random Pokemon. I'm not expecting anything too challenging, hopefully. But let's see if we win this. We're going to do the same lead. Double battle. Okay, Scrafty. Scrafty's a fake out user, I know that, right? I think it definitely knows fake out. Lycanroc, I don't actually know very well. And it looks like his Pokemon is named Free. That's a pretty interesting for a Pokemon, but I'm not gonna judge. Is that what Scrafty looks like? Never realized it has something over its head. Okay, I should probably pick a move. Let me see, like, what speed are these Pokemon? I don't really know off the top of my head either. Lycanroc is a bit faster, so I think no matter what we do here, it's not gonna be the best. We're gonna be outsped by one of them either way, so, like, what about just something like a Hyper Voice and Protect to just kind of like wait out a turn and see what happens. In fact, Fake Out could easily come out from the Scrafty. That's what I was predicting as well. Rock Slide hits Sylveon. Okay, Dragon Dance, interesting. And why did Sylveon flinch from the Rock Slide? Okay. Trick Room would definitely be worth it now at this point, I would think. Let's put up Reflect and let's do Trick Room. I assume we're gonna, okay, yeah, Endure, so that's not gonna do anything to us this turn. Poison Jab hits Sylveon, bringing it to 13. We get Trick Room off, and we get the Weakness Policy boost. So we're going to have one turn here that we can hit them with. And we should go first on both Pokemon, so let's just Hyper Voice and get some chip damage. And honestly, why not just do Dazzling Gleam as well? As far as I know, neither of these Pokemon resist Fairy. Or I hope not, that'd be bad. Oh, I guess the Salrock is a priority move. Dazzling Gleam does do some damage though, thankfully. Crunch hits Espeon, and it does a very good amount. I mean, makes sense. Citrus Berry puts us at just about 50% again, a little bit under. And then what do we do here? Can't decide. Probably something like Umbreon would not be a bad idea. And maybe, I say we do Snarl to try to finish off Scrafty if Lycanroc is a special attacker. Well, actually, Crunch is a physical attack move though, right? So it's not. So I think Snarl would probably be a waste. Let's hit Lycanroc with Dark Pulse and then Dazzling Gleam one more time. Alright, Lycanroc uses Endure. Does a lot of damage still though. Dazzling Gleam does finish off one Pokemon, but Free does survive the Lycanroc. I think the Trick Room is going to be up pretty soon here. Okay, our attack is lowered on Espeon, doesn't matter for us though. A shiny Arcanine. It's like the Alolan or Galarian version though, that's not the normal one. I mean, Arcanine is a physical attacker too, right? So Snarl feels wrong to use. But at the same time, I probably want to Protect to try to react to this Trick Room in a second. So I don't know. Alright, let's do it. I think that'll be worth it because we don't want to lose our Trick Room turn. So hopefully we don't die. Celrock tries to forgo for Espeon, so we do not take any damage from that. Dark Pulse finishes off Lycanroc. What does Arcanine go for though? Oh, Flare Blades on Umbreon. We do survive it pretty well. Superior comes out. Interesting. I know Superior has like an ability that if you lower its stats, I'm pretty sure it gets them higher. So we definitely don't want to use a move that could potentially do that. Do we still have Trick Room on? We just used Protect this, so we kind of have to move an Espeon here. So I guess we go for a Dazzling Gleam. Dark Pulse hits and do some damage. Rock Slide goes off and does some damage. I think we both flinched and it's only like a 30% chance. So 2 flinches this game. It's pretty crazy. Unless I don't understand how the move works. And Trick Room just ran off with her Espeon dying. Maybe I could have kept it alive a little bit longer, but I think I did do everything I could to keep it alive in the first place. Let's hit Dark Pulse on probably just Arcanine and try Flare Blitz on Superior. Ooh, Umbreon gets finished off. The Leaf Storm does raise the attack, but we actually just get one hit killed by a Rock Slide. We are fire rock type though, so it makes sense. Oh my gosh, the Arcanine is literally level 1 and it's named Richco. Interesting. I told Rich I'd let him say something in the chat and he said shout out to Richco if he won, so... Yeah, I was looking at like the other like Eeveelutions in general and the moves I learned, but I mean, only using Eeveelutions is just pretty limiting. Like there's really no like good abilities or moves, or I feel like there's not much I can do to improve my team. I could go with like a fully fast team. I kind of like the trick room thing I was kind of running with this. Like it was kind of working for a little bit. Also, we should probably switch the ability on Flareon because we're not using Guts. I guess we could get like a status effect and do more damage, but I think like regenerating if we happen to get hit by a fire move might be a little bit more valuable, but I'm not sure. I think I'll probably just focus on doing a bit more leveling then for a second here. So let me swap out my Sylveon's item and we're gonna start by leveling them up to like probably 80 or something. I don't know. I think 80 on my Pokemon is gonna be good enough for now, but we could push it to like 85 just so we don't have to level up more later, which could be a fair way to go about it, honestly. I also kind of want to get another Eeveelution like I was talking about, but it's just the options are so limited. I mean, there's really not much to pick from. I mean, maybe Jolteon because they're fast, we can bring them out with Espeon at the beginning and kind of like stall doing Trick Room. But if it looks like it would help us, we could do Trick Room and like Volt Switch if Jolteon has that, maybe. But then we are going to like a slower Pokemon. I mean, I could see something like that working if we like replace like maybe like Flareon, but at the same time, I'm not sure. I'll have to look into it, but that's the only strategy that I can think of right now that would be like remotely worth it with the Eevees. Just all the abilities, I think like one of the abilities they usually all get is that hitting them with the same type move like regenerates their health, but it's not too common that's going to happen in the first place. It's not impossible, but it's just, I mean, don't know if my Flareon has gotten hit by a fire type move once in any of these battles. We're level 70 on Sylveon and another unknown just spawned in. Is my Sylveon gonna fall into the void? Will that make it die? I don't know, time to find out, I guess. Alright, there we go, the unknown is gone. Another one in the bag. And let me continue capturing these unknown. I'm gonna have to buy some more Dusk Balls, so might as well do that right now. Let's just get another stack. I mean, it's been taking me like a second to get to 80, so I don't know if I'll do 85. I'll decide in a second and let you guys know, but yeah, catching level 4 would be a waste of time. That's gonna give me no XP. I've been checking, like, I think this was the first video I started just checking the levels, or I did last video too. Because some of them spawn in a bigger range than they used to. You used to be able to just throw a Pokeball at any of them and they'd always give you good XP, but... Okay, so let's see if I can STS again. Okay, I can't. I guess I just did it, but... My Espeon is like almost level 83. I just need some more Dusk Balls. I'm going to continue leveling these Pokemon up. I don't know. I might just do level 85 for the rest of them. I might as well bite the bullet sooner than later. And just finally get them to a good enough level to basically beat the rest of the trainers. And with all the extra tokens and stuff we can have, we could honestly probably just buy some candy with that. And just easily use that to get the rest of the levels as well later on that we really need. So we don't have to spend time leveling up and we can just buy the levels basically. Because I've collected a good amount of tokens. I've been recording for a couple days, so I've been on a couple vote parties. I've did /vote a couple times. I got all my votes in. If you join the server, you can also do that, and it does really help. You can stack a lot of tokens, which can give you money. It's just a useful currency in the first place. So make sure to /vote if you join Cove. I think I may have over-leveled Espeon just a little bit. We got to level 88, which obviously we'll need to get there at some point, so it doesn't matter that bad, but I can definitely go ahead and swap to someone like Flareon now and try it for something like 85. I think I'll aim for just around 85 on Flareon. So Umbreon and Flareon are at level 85 now. I'm going to go ahead and put Umbreon's item back on, which is the Assault Vest. And then I don't know if I'll catch a couple of Pokemon or if I will try to get maybe like the Jolteon now. I should have a 100% Eevee like I said earlier, so we could use Jolteon on that one. But it also feels wrong to use the 100% Eevee at the same time, so maybe I won't. I mean, this one looks fine, this level 1 right here, so I might honestly just use that one. But before I commit to Jolteon, I also want to kind of go ahead and go look at the moves and see if he has Volt Switch and stuff like that, because I think that would work well. We could still kind of try to run Trick Room and see if it ends up being useful, but if we have enough time, we could also swap to just a full fast team. So Jolteon would be the first step in the right direction for that. So let me see if the moves kind of fit what I'm trying to go for. Alright, so I leveled up the Eevee to like level 67, which is definitely good enough for now, I think. I'm gonna take the Lucky Egg off. I haven't picked an item yet, but I do have the Eevees ready. I just fed them all of those. I think one more HP and then we'll be completely maxed on the Eevees here. Yeah, I mean almost. We're missing like 2 in both of these, but I can also go ahead and Oh yeah, I need to buy Thunderstone still, which would be in evolution items if I go ahead and find that. And we'll need a Thunderstone because I'm going with Jolteon for this Eevee. And I can go ahead and evolve them right now. And there we go. I need to pick an item, and I did pick out moves. I do actually have to buy all 4 of the moves, so we're gonna have to do Slash Warp tokens and buy like $25,000 for now. And then I can go through and get the moves I wanted. Starting with 2 electric ones. I was gonna look for, let me find them. Volt Switch, the first one, so we can swap out like I was saying. I feel like that'll come in handy. And then the second one, Electro Ball. No, that's not it. Electro Web. There you go. That slows down the speed. And I think I was thinking about going for Protect or Alluring Voice and Hyper Voice. I think the Fairy move Alluring Voice would probably be a little bit better to have. And then Protect is never bad, so I say we run that instead of Hyper Voice. Even if we can't do spread damage, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Can I find Protect in here somewhere? Okay, there we go. Protect. I did find it. I can always swap out the moves too for something else if I find something a bit better. So let's give Jolteon all 4 of these. And then we'll have to go into the menu here and equip all of them. So I will do that now. Alright, and the last move we'll need is that Fairy one. There we go. And then let me go ahead and pick an item. The Eevees are done. And we also need a nature. Honestly, this nature works for now, but we probably don't want our attack or defense to be lowered. We probably want to swap that to attack. Because lowering our defense for no reason is not a good thing. And then Volt Absorb is the ability I was going to use instead of the other one. Because I think the other one is like, if I have a status condition, I might be faster. But we just don't really need that, to be honest. I think I'll also go ahead and go catch a couple Pokemon. Trying to get to 20% within this 10-day segment. I mean, actually, I don't know if it will be possible to get to 20%, but getting a couple more of these rewards would definitely not be a bad thing, so I'm going to attempt to do that. Okay, so this is Earth Moon in front of me, and I was going to buy a magnet for my Jolteon, so let's do that and put it on the Jolteon and try a battle. I guess Ursula is actually ground, so maybe we shouldn't use Jolteon in this exact battle, but we can try Sylveon first. Hopefully we get something good. Oh, it's only a level 30 boss, so I guess Jolteon would have been perfectly fine. Hyper Voice says one hit kill. We're like super high level above it, so I think any move would have one hit killed, and we get $5,000 for that. That's not terrible, but... So let me swap Jolteon back to the first slot, because I'm about to fight the rival. I think that's all I had to do. I don't know if I'm forgetting. Oh yeah, I went to buy nature. Let's go to consumables and buy modest. It's just a little bit of a better nature for me, so we don't have to sacrifice some of that defense. If I can find it, there we go. And I can equip that, and let's check just to make sure it worked. Okay, it did. So we have a special attack buff, and our attack goes down, which we are not using, so that's kind of ideal. Then we can fight the steel rival. I don't know if electric is going to necessarily be good against this, but I do want to try my new Jolteon either way. We're also like pretty under leveled, like level 69 versus 82 on our Jolteon at least. So I assume we're going to die pretty quickly here, but let's try to start with like an electro web and see how much we can do. I picked the magnet item because it boosts my damage by 20%, and I just felt like that was going to be the best thing I could probably do. Let's just electro web again, I guess. This should finish off this Corviknight, which is actually kind of surprising, so I guess we're doing a lot of damage. Or actually, Corviknight's flying type, right? So it's super effective, yeah. I kind of forgot about that. Let's try an electro web and see how much damage it does to Heatran. Alright, 24%, nothing too special, and we get crit, and we have 7 HP left, okay. It's just electro web to die. I don't really care. We could like volt switch, but switching out on 7 HP I don't think would be any use to us. Flareon is going to be the best against steel, so I'm going to avoid using it for fun, but we'll pull off Flareon soon if we need it. And the best move here is going to be Shadow Ball, it seems like. Does it do 51%? It does not, but if we get one more move off, we should finish off this Heatran, which we will. So that's their legendary down, if they have one, that is. A Golden Go, which we also have a super effective move against, but Golden Go does still move, which was super effective against us, so we didn't actually get to move. Let's pull out Flareon, sorry, and just try a couple Flare Blitzes and see what we can do. Nasty Pot on Goldango, so we definitely want to finish this thing off as soon as we can. And the Flare Blitz does one-hit KO, which makes sense with all the buffs and items that we have. King Gambit is next, which Fire should be effective. Well, I guess all of them are effective, right, because they are Steel type, so never mind. Looks like Sizer comes out to take the hit instead. We should have like 2 or 3 more hits with the recoil left. Let's see. Oh no, we might actually only have 1 hit left, and then we die to recoil. Do we die to recoil this turn? We killed King Gambit, and we do die. But did we win the battle? Okay, we did win the battle. Nice. And then the next rival will be the fairy rival, which should not be too difficult. We don't have anything that fairy counters, I think. Like, we don't have any dragon or steel types. Or actually, still doesn't count fairy, but you get what I mean. Okay, I just caught this Tapu Lele. We can't use it in this video, of course, but it might come in handy in the future. Speed, special defense, and special attack. And what are its base stats? I mean, it seems like those are 3 good Eevees to have, IVs to have maxed. I mean, we do... Oh yeah, we have an attack decreasing nature, and it's still way more than attack. So yeah, definitely a special attacker. I don't know if Tapu Lele is good, but again, you know, definitely doesn't hurt to have it. I also... Oh, this is not boxes for this video, sorry. So ignore that. But I caught a shiny Sizzlipede, and... Well, of course, yeah, this Pokemon, you guys already know about that. Doesn't have anything good. Like 30 IV stats. I'm probably just gonna put it in a random box. I don't think I'm gonna use that this video. I also had some legendary team that is also unrelated to this video in my party, but there we go. We've got it back. All my Eevees in their party right here, so it should be back to normal. So I kind of want to try to see if I can get to 20% dex, because I mean, I'm gonna try to battle some more, but it's pretty late right now while I'm playing. It's like, yeah, 4:30 a.m. here. So I don't know if there's gonna be people on to battle. I think most people aren't that could battle, or like dupes of people I've already fought, which is fine, but battling new people would be more fun for the video, I think, so it's tricky. So yeah, I just figured I might as well catch some more Pokemon, get to 20% dex. You know, it's another milestone that's good to have. It gives you some rewards that we could end up using. We have a new Jolteon that we've yet to use in a battle, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's just gonna replace this old Flareon on our team. Because I think, I mean, the Flareon was okay, but it's just the move variety. I mean, I think genuinely Flareon's 2 best moves are Flare Blitz and Bite. At least Jolteon, like, Jolteon might not be perfect, right? I mean, it's 2 electric moves, but at least they have utility to them. Alluring Voice. I mean, yeah, it's tough, but I think that's probably going to be better for us, and we're going to try it out in another battle soon here. But I'll see you guys when I make some progress on my dex. Okay, I am at, let me see, yeah, 18% dex zone. I think I'm actually pretty close to 19, because it's been a minute since I've been continuing to catch Pokemon. There's a Destox right here, which I actually do not have yet. They've caught a lot of the Pokemon that are actually in this jungle biome, but I'm not quite done yet either. Like Strudel and Yamask over there. I don't think I have those, but there's only one way to find out. So I'm gonna go ahead and go check in a second here. Alright, I just removed Flareon from my party and put Jolteon in the spot like I was talking about trying to do earlier. I also gotta level up Jolteon a little bit more, so I guess we can start doing that. I was gonna try to battle some people soon, but I've had nobody bite just about yet. We need to wait a little bit longer till we get a battle, I think. Oh yeah, also, I forgot off camera, I was getting a little bit more Pokemon, and we finally got 20% dex. So I can definitely go ahead and claim that. We got a Master Ball, a little bit of random money, some money. Wait, I think I already said that. Some gems, of course, and just some random things like that. I think all of it is not going to be like crazy helpful, but at the end of the day, I mean, like, money is useful. So did we do the Eevees on Jolteon? Okay, yes we did. I had forgotten if I ended up putting those on, but so I'm gonna catch some unknown, and we'll see you guys when I'm finished with that, or somebody wants to battle me, which will hopefully be pretty soon here. I don't want to be stuck leveling up for too long. Also, I could probably buy some Dusk Balls, right, if I'm gonna be leveling up. I kind of forgot about that, because they are a lot easier to catch unknown with, I found. Alright, my Jolteon is level 81 now, so I'm definitely getting up there more, but I think I'm going to send another message in chat and see if anybody wants to battle, because I don't think anybody took previous offer. We could offer like a reward, but I don't really have anything to give, to be completely honest, so... But I'll do that if I need to get some battles in the video. Alright, so we have the first... first opponent. I'm laughing because I told them I'd give them a shiny key if they won, like I said, but I don't really think I'm going to be able to win. I mean, Celestial is pretty good, right? Am I misremembering? Is Golurk? Golurk is ghost type, right? I don't know. We're gonna find out, that's for sure. Alright, 50%. Doesn't say super effective, so I guess they're not ghost type. We do some damage. Iron defense on Celesteela. I say we do Alluring Voice on Celesteela and Psychic. Let's do Psychic on Golurk to finish him off. Alright, Golurk does get finished off. And then Celesteela uses an attacking move. It was a critical hit, which is unfortunate for us. What is the next Pokemon gonna be? Oh, what is that thing? It looks like it almost be like a... I don't know. I think that might be nickname too. Is that a real Pokemon name? Okay, so why don't we do something like an Electroweb? And then let's do Psychic on Crabominable too. See if we can want to kill it. Protect, okay. Jolteon uses that. Does a lot of damage to Celesteela. Obviously the crab protects. Celesteela uses Iron Defense, but we should finish him off next turn pretty easily. Unless he uses Protect, but we can use Electro Web again, so we just have to spread anyway. But Crumbomminable should be dead this turn. Celesteela is as well. And then how much do we do with Sidekick? All 60% I would have to assume, and it is true. I think one more Pokemon left is what Rain the Cloud has. Okay, I think they did bring 6 Pokemon, but that's alright. We can use Electro Web again. Psychic? I don't know. Galarian Moltres would resist Psychic, right? But yeah, I mean, Moltres is gonna... I'm pretty sure be immune to that, so I think we should go for something like a Psychic for the stab on Luxray, just to get as much damage out as possible. You know, especially if we are already... What is the word? Ancient Power on Jolteon doesn't finish off. But if we're already down some Pokemon, we want to make sure we're getting as much damage as possible. Another Electro Web, and I think we're gonna finish off Luxray, so let's just Dazzling Gleam to get some damage on Moltres as well. Alright, Luxray gets finished off. Moltres is on 15%. Special attack goes up. Dazzling Gleam still gets a turn though, and it does the last 15%. So one more Pokemon left, I believe. My teammate Eevees has taken out this whole team so far, but this guy also said he wasn't the best battler, and they just wanted to try for fun, so just prefacing with that. Rain the Cloud also says in chat, everybody, that this isn't his preferred team, so this is not him at his max light of day, or whatever you may say. Do we try to finish this thing off in one turn? Or, I mean, Jolteon I think is gonna die. Oh, does Dazzling Gleam do the last 60%? Ooh, not even close. Sacred Sword on Espeon. It doesn't actually do much. Let's just do these moves once again. Dazzling Gleam again, because it's not resisted. Alright, we're fighting Blink the Champ now. I know Prime Pet Defiant. What ability does Dormaniton have? I still don't know. I should probably know that, but I don't, honestly. Electro Web to lower some of these speeds I feel like would be the best thing to do at first. And we could probably get a one-hit KO with Psychic against one of these guys, it seems. Let's go Psychic on Dormaniton. Final Gambit hits Jolteon, which just kills. Alright, interesting. Trading one Pokemon for one Pokemon, okay. Okay, both my Pokemon get one-hit KO. That's kind of crazy. It was a critical hit. Flare Blitz on Espeon. Flare Blitz isn't even a super effective move. I think it's because it was a crit. That is unlucky. But we have no Trick Room with slower Pokemon now, with having a one down lead or whatever, so it's not looking really good for me. Oh, Tatsugiri and Donzozo are here too. Oops, I do not want to forfeit. I think there's only one thing we can do about this. We have to kill the Dondozo Pokemon, whatever. Tatsugiri. Hopefully Dormaniton doesn't want to kill one of us. I think Dormaniton needs to use like Protect or something. Oh, okay. Endeavor. How does Sylveon get one hit killed by Flare Blitz? My Pokemon just suck that bad. And he said GG, so he's confident. I think we gotta target Tatsugiri though, because if we kill Dormaniton, Dondozo just comes out and he gets a stab boost and everything. That Flare Blitz, are we gonna get one hit killed by another Flare Blitz? Okay, almost. I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news, but we don't have Protect. So we're gonna die to Dormaniton this turn no matter what. That Flare Blitz was pretty good, okay? I bet he has like Choice Band or whatever, boosts the attack stat. That's also all he was using. Oh, and he sends out Dondozo. If I wasn't already gonna die already. If I wasn't... Okay, that's a little bit not proper English there, but it's over. It's actually over. I'm just gonna use Snarl. Please miss me 15 times in a row with every move. Umbreon, you can do this. Order up. Up, we're dead. Alright, then we have another battle, Air Cascade. This guy's not gonna be using Dondozo, so we probably should have this in the bag. I'm just kidding. Dormaniton was tough that game. I gotta reread some wikis on Dormaniton. Not honestly sure how they work. Does a non-stab Dazzling Gleam and a stab Electro Ball win us this round? Ooh, into a ground type, so it's not gonna do much for us. Arcanine does go first. I gave Blink his shiny key for winning and gets a comfy, so good to know that he didn't get anything of use. I'm joking. Is that really good to know though? I don't think so. I guess we could like Volt Switch, Arcanine, and Psychic Drug Trio maybe? I don't know. Yeah, let's Psychic Drug Trio this turn. Espeon gets hit by Sucker Punch. Super effective and does no damage, so Jolteon lives at least one more turn. Volt Switch slaps Arcanine and does a good amount of damage. Let's go into... Actually, Umbreon wasn't the best Pokemon to go into there, right? Trio goes almost down in one turn. I think if we hit both of these guys with Snarl, that should finish them off. Even Snarl, I mean, Snarl is meant to lower their attack, and I think most of these Pokemon are like not even special attackers, but you know, I made a mistake by bringing Umbreon out probably. I should have just brought Sylveon. Okay, we take a hit, we eat a berry, Rock Slide goes out. It's a tiny bit of damage, but do our moves finish them off is a real question. Okay, it does, nice. I don't know if either of these are special attackers, but you know, we might as well Snarl because what if they are? Let's just Psychic like Electrode as well. Like, I'm not really scared of Lapras. Oh, Helping Hand. What does Lapras have? Surf or something? That's my best guess. Let's see. Ice Beam, okay. Ooh, even with Helping Hand, it doesn't do anything. That's terrible. Electrode is immune to Psychic. Okay, I mean, I should probably know that, but I didn't, so that's actually my bad. Ice Beam, I feel like Ice Beam has to be like a special move, right? Unless I'm tripping. Let's just go for Lapras, though. I bet we can win a KO on this turn. Oh, Ice Beam dies, though. Okay, that's fine. Electro Web. Umbreon is a slow Pokemon anyway, so I don't really care. We should have our Jolteon left, but the thing is, do we outspeed on Jolteon? I don't know. I think we should try, because why not? Let's just go for doubling Lapras to try to get him out this turn. Jolteon's quick, so I don't see how I wouldn't. Actually, Electrode is very, very fast, though. Especially if they have like a priority move, I could definitely see that being the case. Our Electro Web goes first, though, so we do a pretty good amount of damage. Hyper Beam hits Jolteon, must recharge, but we're dead either way. I find it interesting that they did use the move that they used. Okay, Perish Song. I mean, they only have 2 Pokemon, though, so right? They just basically killed themselves within the next 3 turns, if I understand how Perish Song works correctly. I think they probably just don't care because they knew maybe they like know they don't have a chance, but I'd say they have a great chance to win still, right? I mean, if my Pokemon are slow, they probably are going to move first. Seems like they're picking their last moves. What are you going to pick, Air Cascade? Oh, okay, I think we killed Lapras, we can make a move now. I kind of wasn't paying attention. Electric Terrain, Electric Seed. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the moves, but wait, Electric is immune to Fairy? That's so interesting. Yeah, I don't know. But GG to Air Cascade, it was a good battle. Now, let's see who we're battling next. Okay, we're in a battle with Cardiac Rocket now, and they brought Emolga, which I think actually sucks as a Pokemon in competitive from what I've heard, and Gibby, which is Garchomp, which would be Ground and Dragon. Emolga is probably flying electric at most, but might also be pure electric. Let's use a Learn Voice on the Dragon type, and then let's just slap another Dazzling Gleam, just see if we can finish off Garchomp in 1 turn. Ooh, okay. Jolteon does die in 1 turn, but it's also a stab move that is super effective, so it makes sense. Dazzling Gleam isn't gonna 1-hit kill Garchomp. I mean, it's not stab. Yeah, I mean, it does damage, but let's bring out Sylveon because it's kind of a direct counter. I assume there's a pretty good chance here that Garchomp swaps, so I'm just gonna use one of my moves on trying to kill Emolga. Earthquake, that hurts. Espeon does live, thankfully, though, so we're gonna get some damage. Oh, no, Espeon dies. How is Emolga faster than us? It's crazy. Hyper Voice does finish the job, though. It's a stab. I mean, spread move. It did a pretty good amount of damage. We are down 2 Pokemon, though, so now we're, like, completely even. But Sylveon is also half HP. Oh, those are 2 interesting Pokemon. I don't see Ambipom a lot. I think that's what it's called. What do we do there? Just Hyper Voice again and Dark Pulse like Lucario, maybe? I mean, Bullet Punch kills Sylveon. Power Up Punch does a good amount to Umbreon. We have the Assault Vest, and both these Pokemon are physical attackers, I think, so it kind of sucks. I think we did end up losing there. I guess in hindsight, I probably should have tried Trick Room off the rip if I knew I was going to die so easily. But then again, would we have gotten a Trick Room off? I think Espeon instant died, right? I don't remember. But we did lose, so good game to Cardiac Rocket. Alright, we're in another battle with some spectators this time. I've been keeping my team a secret, but I think about the whole server knows about it now anyway. No, Skeletor's usually is pretty bulky. They have Torch Song. I remember the first time I actually used Skeletor, I didn't use Torch Song, and people in the comments were so mad at me, I think. If I remember correctly, at least. Annihilate is going to resist Psychic, right? Am I forgetting already? Psychic Ghost. Fighting Ghost. Probably wouldn't take much damage. Let's protect Espeon the first turn, I guess. Electro up to lower the speed, maybe. Just see what they're going to do. Because if they go for, like, Final Gambit, that's not going to be good for us. Taunt on Espeon. Interesting. Alright. He knows I'm trying to set Trick Room, but little do you know, Salvalsius. Well, actually, I guess my other 2 Pokemon are slow, so Trick Room wouldn't be that most terrible thing for me to do. Let's, double with everything we can. Just try to get them low or finish one of these Pokemon off. That's going to be the plan. One of these Pokemon are immune to Or both of them are immune to fairy type, actually. I think they might be... I don't remember. Is Ghost super effective against fairy or something then? I don't know, guys. I may be cooked. Electro Web does some good damage, slowing them down. I think they're still faster than me, though. Shadow Bolt on Annihilate does finish Annihilate off. That's good for us. Torch Song on Jolteon. Ooh, we need Umbreon. We need Umbreon out here right now, and we need some Snarls to take that down. Oh, Greninja. Is Greninja a special or physical attacker? I wouldn't know, to be honest. Let's try Hyper Voice. He can only kill one of our Pokemon at max. Unless he uses Heat Wave, which would be like pretty boosted right now. And it might kill both of us. I don't know. And Greninja's probably faster than us. But other than those two things, I feel like we're doing pretty good. I can't lie. Ice Caladurge gets finished off. Oh, Dragapult. Okay. Probably one of the things I didn't want to see. Hyper Voice. Dragapult's going to be faster than Sylveon, and Sylveon's already low. So, I mean, if we lose Sylveon, we lose the game. I would think so, at least. I don't know for sure. Hex on Sylveon. I mean, Greninja's going to go first too, though, right? Ice Beam. Oh my gosh, we're 5 health. Dark Pulse hits for a lot of damage, and Hyper Voice is going to finish off everyone. Oh my gosh, that was so close. By an actual hair, we won that. I mean, I know Umbreon's full health, but Umbreon would not have been able to do anything against those guys, I think. Alright, we're in another battle with the better Ginger this time. Let's go with Electro Web, slow these Pokemon down, and then, I don't know, Psychic on Surlage. I don't know, Surlage's type. Alright, that does a lot of damage. Charizard's gonna get move off, though. Psychic does hit. Is that immune or anything? Okay, it's not. So if we would live one turn, then we're good. We can just Electro Web again. Solar Blade. Doesn't that charge for a turn? Yeah, we're good. Okay. We can finish both those Pokemon off with that then. And then I don't see a need to like enable like Trick Room. So let's just Dazzling Gleam in case they don't die, I guess. If they use Wide Guard actually, then we might be cooked. But alright, both those Pokemon get finished off. 2 more are going to come out supposedly. I wonder which 2. Hopefully something we go up good against. Another water type. And that thing might actually be like Eeveelution. That thing probably takes super effective damage to lightning as well. So let's just Dazzling Gleam and Electro Web. Electro Web hits and one hit kills. It one hit kills almost both of them. Only a focus sash saves Eeveelution. Oh, that's awful. I'm so sorry. My team was so much better than better Gingers. Like my Jolteon went so well into all of their Pokemon. And we have another battle about to commence with Fawn Eel. I think they have a team ready. I don't know if it's gonna be good against Eevees or not. They've been asking to battle for a little bit now. I think they had their team ready like a day or two ago, but I haven't been able to record. So I'm pretty excited for this battle. Alright, Whimsicott and whatever that seems, who cares? Tinkatuff, Tinkapunk or something like that. Alright, that's gonna be Fairy Steel type, so... What is Whimsicott? Grass Fairy? I mean, something like Electro Web is gonna be awful, I assume. Maybe just protect Espeon to see like what kind of moves are gonna come out from these Pokemon. I think Tinkatuff has a signature move that tends to not be very good if I remember correctly. I could be wrong though. Yeah, Gigaton Hammer. Used on Espeon and we did protect from it, so that's good. I mean, we lower the speed. I'd definitely count that as a win. I say we just... I don't know. Do we just go straight for the lowering of the speed again? Or do we do something like Volt Switch? I think we Volt Switch. I don't know. What did they use? Did they use Tailwind? Tailwind, okay. Maybe we try to get rid of Whimsicott then as soon as possible. So they can't Tailwind again. And then we could bring this Jolteon back in later if it doesn't get one hit killed. Let's do a move though. I actually kind of forgot. Let's just do Dazzling Gleam. We have to move something, right? Hopefully we do some chip damage. Use Taunt and Espeon, Magic Bounce. Ooh, he got taunted back from Magic Bounce. Okay, well that's good for us. That means he can't really do anything, right? For at least a little bit. I'm gonna spam some Snarls to kind of lower the Whimsicott's damage, I think. Dazzling Gleam does a little bit, nothing crazy. I say we just do the spread moves again. Let's just see how much can we get away with if we just double spread. Hopefully a good amount of damage. Snarl, okay. I mean, they're both around 50%, which isn't bad. Dragonite is a physical attacker, right? Because, you know, he runs like the extreme speed kind of moveset pretty often, which sucks for us, but I think that just means we gotta go for a real move this time. Dragon Dent. Dragon is gonna die this turn though, right? Ooh, whoa! Hypnosis! Oh no, and Dragon Dance does not finish him off. That's bad. Let's just use Snarl because we're asleep anyway, and Protect. Tailwind is gone, so we can get back into Jolteon in a second here and spam more Electro Webs. Protect one more time though. Skill Shot hits Umbreon, but doesn't do much. Umbreon woke up. The Snarl gets Dragonite to 2%. I mean, something like Extreme Speed could come off still, right? So let's just do double spread move to kind of make sure we finish these Pokemon off. Yeah, Extreme Speed does finish off Umbreon, so good thing we did Dazzling Gleam, which does get Dragonite out of here. I mean, Jolteon, oh yeah, Magic Bounce again, nice. It didn't work though. Let's do Jolteon and then kind of spam a couple Electro Webs, just to lower these Pokemon's speed. It's also an effective move against one of them. I'm gonna go for Dazzling Gleam too, just for the chip damage, I guess. I don't know. Guess we could have did like Psychic on, I think, I don't know the Pokemon's name. Gigaton? Tinkatuff? Oh, Jolteon flinched. Why's that? Okay, Fake Out. Alright, that's fair enough. Whimsicott is very, very low. Hopefully we go first. We're gonna Sidekick Tinkatuff, where we get that stab damage a little bit better than the Dazzling Gleam move that we have. Hopefully it finishes them off in one turn. And it does no damage, okay. It wasn't very effective. So they resist Psychic, okay, I didn't know that. Steel and Fairy? I guess, probably, if I had to guess Steel versus Psychic, then I guess. I'm not actually sure. I'm just gonna spam Electro Web once again. Let's do Dazzling Gleam. I mean, we might as well just do this spread move if one of them resisted anyway. Protect, alright. What does Melodic use? Ooh, it's a critical hit too, that's unlucky. Doesn't actually want to kill. The Dazzling Gleam brings Melodic to 1 HP, that's crazy. Scold on Espeon. Another Electro Web for us though, we're just destroying their speed every turn. And I guess, yeah, Dazzling Gleam would probably be a thing to do again. Melodic gets finished off. Tinkatuff goes to 8%. And we do end up winning that battle. Alright, we're fighting Carrot Sprig now. I think we're gonna try Electro Web. And then what is Psychic good against here? Breloom is what? Like, Grass and Fighting? I'm so bad. I don't know how I don't remember this. What is Crobat? Flying type? I don't know if Crobat has a secondary type. I mean, let's finish them off. I assume they're gonna be going for Tailwind. Yeah, they do use Tailwind. I think I've battled this team before, so I kind of knew it. Bullet Punch and Espeon. Actually does more than half. Or Berry heals us up a little bit, though. Psychic goes out on Jelly. It does do the rest of the health. They do have Tailwind for 3 more turns, though, so it would be ideal if we kind of wait that out. An Umbreon of their own, okay. Why don't we just use a Luring Voice on the Umbreon then, and then also double with Dazzling Gleam? I was thinking of doing like Electro Web at first, but they have Tailwind anyway, so maybe that's probably not even the right thing to do. So let's see, can we finish off this Umbreon in one turn? They have leftovers, it looks like. A bit of damage. Foul Play on Jolteon. Bullet Punch on Espeon again. Espeon does get finished off, but I believe they already had their turn, right? Oh no, wait. The Luring Voice. What happened to my Jolteon's move? Jolteon. Okay, Espeon didn't get a move yet, okay, I guess. They died before they got to do something. Let's bring Sylveon out and just kind of Hyper Voice. And I guess Electro Web to get the spread damage, trying to finish all of them off. Would be my plan here, I don't know. Electro Web does a bit to both of them. They're gonna be faster though still. I'm surprised Jolteon is somehow faster and Tailwind though, that's weird. Oh, Sylveon dies in one hit, why is that? Bullet Seed is what type? Grass? Yeah, I mean, I don't think we're not super effective at that, so it must have just been the 2 crits that finished us off there. It's unlucky, I would say. Do we just like Electro Web again? I don't know. What is the play here? Snarl and Electro Web? Oh, they have a super effective move against Umbreon too, that sucks. I think we're gonna lose this battle. Jolteon takes a big hit. Jolteon is dead, okay? Snarl comes out and doesn't finish anybody off. I mean, Tailwind is gonna be hit him with a lot of moves earlier that hopefully would have helped us. Snarl isn't gonna finish off Breloom, so I guess you just kind of have to like pick one to Dark Pulse. And I'd say Breloom's probably better because they're lower, but Umbreon could do a lot of damage. So let's Shadow Ball. Oh, they get a move first too. Well, we just die, right? Unless Umbreon misses. And I have a third Pokemon, so either way, yeah, Carrot Sprig does beat us here. Little HP with leftovers. Skeletors comes out. What did Umbreon use? Oh, Screech, okay. I mean, yeah, we lose. I guess we can try Skeletors and see if we want to kill it. Torch Song moves first, though. That was a good battle. And after that battle, we just got finished up with the little rival tower. So let's go ahead and battle the fairy rival, which is the next one in line. Hopefully this will be pretty easy. It looks like we're a little bit underleveled on Jolteon at least. But let's just Electro Web, I guess. I'm not sure. Luring Voice does like 50% to Flower Man. I mean, I might as well try that again. It missed. Phantom Force on Jolteon. Let's just spam Luring Voice again. I'm just spamming like the same move, by the way. We're on Espeon now. I've just been literally spamming Dazzling Gleam. Or I don't know. Or like both my fairy moves. So far it's going pretty good. I guess we can Sidekick. I mean, it's gonna do more damage because the stab. The fairy rival does withdraw Azumarill. They're scared of what I could use. Makes sense. Psychic hits Tapu Fini. Yeah, I mean, I'm just doing damage slowly but surely. This rival isn't posing much of a threat so far, which is a good thing. Azumarill is going to get finished off here, I think. Oh, never mind. The fairy rival had a different idea. Hatterene's going to come take the hit for him. Dazzling Gleam hits Hatterene. Okay, not doing too bad. They're definitely going to bring out the little water rat again, so let's do Psychic. Yep, like icing on the cake. I predicted it perfectly. And Clefable instead. That's alright, Psychic is still gonna kill it almost, I bet. Ooh, 7% left, nice. And they're gonna swap? No, they didn't swap, alright, of course. 2 Pokemon left then, we have Azumarill and Hatterene, so fingers crossed we can finish them off this turn. Okay, well, I beat the rival, but I just realized my mic was broken just now. Hopefully, I recorded those battles and it wasn't broken back then, but if you guys, like, missed out on a bunch of footage, I'll tell you the next 10 days, I gotta go edit it now, but hopefully you guys didn't miss a bunch of stuff and my mic was working for a while, because I didn't check it for the last, I don't remember checking it today. Alright, Just JC is ready to have a battle with me, so we're gonna have one too now. Everything is adjusted to 50, yes it is. And we can go ahead and start a double battle now, so let's see how that goes. Hopefully we win another one. If not, I'm still giving out that shiny key. Incineroar and Whimsicott, 2 great supporting Pokemon. I mean, I can only assume we're going to have a Fake Out and Tailwind. I would only have to guess. Can't do anything to stop either of those though, because we're going to move second, I think, especially before Prankster. I guess the best thing we can do is kind of just like Tailwind maybe, because they're going to be faster. I mean, if I get this prediction right, Tailwind would probably be the best thing to do. But they fake out the right Pokemon right, and then we can't use Trick Room. Electro does come out there and does some damage, lowers the speed. Why don't we, what should we do? This is a tough choice. Like, do we learn Voice and Psychic Stab, or do we go for the Trick Room again? Because I can only guess that Taunt is going to come out from Whimsicott. If they know Pokemon a lot, they're going to assume, they might assume I'm running Trick Room, and then once they get their Tailwind up, the priority would be to keep the speed control, which the best way to do that would be taunting Espeon. So let's use Protect this turn just to see if they use Taunt, because it's Prankster, so. Moon Blast, okay. Probably could have gone it off then, interestingly enough. Parting Shot on Jolteon, my attack and special attack fall. So yeah, we have a better attacker coming out. I could assume so. A Luring Voice maybe, and Trick Room. Let's try it. Sunny Day. I feel like we're gonna lose this though. I'm not doing too great so far. This is not a great start for me. Eruption. Oh, Eruption just killed both my Pokemon. Interesting. Well, I tried my best, right? Typhlosion Eruption is not something I see very often though. Like, I don't know. I can't remember the last time I've seen a Typhlosion Eruption. So, at least it's a unique team. Except for the Incineroar and Whimsicott. But those Pokemon are just so good in the first place. Helping Hand Eruption, does that kill all of us again? I mean, yeah, Helping Hand Eruption, Sunny Day. It'd be tough if it didn't. We do survive one single hit though. That was well played by Just JC. A very good team, honestly. I like it. I like the setup. Just gonna Shadow Ball, I guess. I should probably level up just a smudge more because, I mean, the last days are coming to a close here. Well, not that soon, but 20 days left. Probably want to gain some levels in order to be able to have a bit of a better chance against the rivals. Alright, it does seem like I have a battle coming up here with Chaos. They did accept my invitation to battle, but I'm also just gonna level up my Pokemon while I can for a second here as well. Level 86 for Jolteon is not too bad. I think I'll have to catch just a couple more. I mean, my goal is honestly to get to level 90, so I'm gonna try and attempt to do that. Ooh, this guy brought a fusion to the battle. Bro really wants that shiny key, oh my goodness. Alright, let's try Electro Web and, I don't know, Dazzling Gleam. I feel like either way we're kind of cooked here, so I'm just gonna try my best. Electro Web does a very, very decent amount to Charizard. Dazzling Gleam, oh, it doesn't do anything. I should just stop using that. One of my Pokemon are immune. Jolteon gets one hit killed. We did get one slowdown. Oh, I have 2 unknown with me. Oops, that's okay. I mean, it's not like they're gonna do anything. What do we click? Sylveon would probably be fine to bring out next. I feel like the Hyper Voice could do some damage with the stab and everything. And then other than that, let's just protect Espeon to hopefully like dodge that Earthquake or some move that comes our way. I'm not sure, but that would be the plan. Flamethrower hits the protect, so doesn't do damage, of course. We get one hit killed by that move, and I don't even think we get the chance to move that turn, which sucks. I mean, we're against a fusion, so I mean, what can our Pokemon really do, to be honest? They're trying their best. I mean, we can Psychic like Dragonite, but we kind of want to finish off Solgaleo. if we want any chance. So I'll just use Dazzling Gleam, I guess. That's like 3% damage though. Okay, Dragon Pulse does half my HP. Dark Pulse, ooh, that actually does damage. Oh, okay, their attack rose. Oh, that hurts. One Pokemon left. Ooh, let me tell me we have unknowns. Okay, I have 2 unknowns with me. I told them that, but I mean, yeah, hidden power. I mean, can the unknown do anything? Let's try it. They can help if they want, but come on, please do some damage for us. Dragon Pulse hits the unknown. Oh, it doesn't even want to kill him. Nice. Ooh, Snarl hits and finishes off Solgaleo. Okay. Hidden power actually kills Charizard. Oh my gosh, that's so dumb. Okay, now Umbreon just has to kill 2 more Pokemon. I feel like these are both physical attackers, so like, if we weren't cooked before, like we just are now. I mean, there's no world in which we win this. But I would probably have to assume Incineroar is the bigger threat to take out first, so that's what I'm going for. Just in case there is a world where we can win. I mean, since Flare Blitz is going to do a lot of damage to us in the first place. Oh, he just took a little item out of his box right there. What is Chaos doing up there? Maybe trying to heal his Pokemon mid-fight? I'm joking, I don't think you can do that. Looked like a heavy ball too or something. Will-O-Wisp hits Umbreon. Won't do much except the burn effect, which is going to be bad still. But at least we won't get an attack nerf. Yeah, I mean, we can't really do much. Hidden power on Incineroar, I guess, again, from the other unknown. Liquidation hits Umbreon, doesn't do a lot. Flare Blitz hits Umbreon and finishes it off, so that is GG. Hidden power hits... Okay, let's just spam the move as fast as we can so we get into battle. I realized I could just forfeit, so I did that. And then Tapu Koko Man was going to battle us next. We gotta give Cass the shiny key. We gotta honor the deal. And then we can battle Tapu Koko Man now. Okay, Tapu Koko. Let's see, what can you do? Is that supposed to be Tapu Koko? Because it looks like a frog. Wouldn't assume it's Tapu Koko. Oh, okay. This guy brought the message you can bring whatever very, very seriously. Okay, let's try Electro Web first, I guess. He said in chat, I need that key, man. Oh my gosh, what an actual goofball. Yeah, I can tell you need the key, dude. Oh my goodness. I mean, what do we even go for here? Like, I would say I'm probably most scared of, like, Arceus. I don't know, but then again, Electric Train could help me, but I guess Electric Train already exists. I don't know, let's just do Arceus, why not? I don't know what I should do. Electro Web always does nice chip damage, I'm always surprised. 20% off each Pokemon. Arceus is at half. Nature's Madness, we use a berry because of it. I think what we need to be most concerned for is if this guy has 2 more legendaries in the back. You know, then it's going to be a cause for concern. Let's try another Psychic to see if we can just get Arceus out this turn. Electro Web to slow him down, kind of keep that speed priority while we have our speedy Pokemon alive. Okay, does Myco die? Ooh, 3%, so to get another move. Tapu Koko, Nature's Madness, doesn't do anything crazy. Judgment on Jolteon, which does finish Jolteon off, unfortunately. But what do we bring in next? I would probably say Umbreon is fine here. Dark Pulse on Tapu Koko, and then Dazzling Gleam maybe just kind of to get some damage on both of them. I don't know. So we wouldn't want to like protect or anything. I think that'd be a waste. Because we really want this Arceus out the game before they can attack back. I would only assume. Dark Pulse hits Tapu Koko. Dazzling Gleam finished off Arceus. Brave Bird on Espeon's okay. Espeon does go out. Please don't have 2 more Pokemon, 2 more legendaries in the back. Please, Tapu Koko Man. We have a chance to win this, but if this guy has 2 more legendaries, we're actually cooked. Ooh, Starmie. And that's a shiny Starmie, okay. Respect. Let's do Snarl and Hyper Voice. Kind of helping us with that special attack and possibly killing both the Pokemon. I mean, they're both stat moves, but Snarl, of course, is. And it doesn't do very much damage. Alright, both the moves do some damage. Tapu Koko gets finished off. Starmie gets finished off, okay. And then we have... Oh, did this guy? No, is this the last Pokemon? Yeah, okay, this was the 4th. 3 legendaries is crazy work. I cannot even lie. Let's try Snarl and let's try Hyper Voice. I mean, I don't believe this guy's a spread move, and if it does, I would only assume it's probably like Heat Wave. Maybe Sludge Wave? Flamethrower goes on Sylveon. Ooh, nice. We survive 1 turn, so we have Snarl, so we're lowering that special attack. I know Reshiram's a special attacker off the top of my head. Oh my gosh, we're gonna win. How did my Eevee team beat 3 legendaries? That's crazy. I mean, I guess I haven't won yet, right? We could get 1 hit KO'd. Ooh, and we win. Tapu Koko Man, I'm sorry, bro. That was a good fight though. Like, we've been like multiple legendaries in this video, which I think is pretty impressive. Alright, I was going to battle another player. I'm pretty desperate for battles at this point, so I think Dashby's going to be using 4 legendary Pokemon, but we're going to give it our all, so... Also seems like there's a couple spectators here, so the pressure is on. Magearna and Lunala. I think we're definitely going to lose, guys. I mean, what do we even start with something like this? I mean, lowering speed doesn't feel awful, but at the same time... I don't know if we just kind of like lose, like, I don't know. I mean, we're going to try, obviously, so we have to pick a move, but do I value a tiny bit extra damage? You know, Volts, I mean, with the stab, the Electro Web might actually do more, so let's just do that first. I don't know. I feel like Dazzling Gleam wouldn't be like awful if we hit both, but I'm pretty sure Magearna resists that, and it's not stab, so let's just Psychic Lunala. I'm pretty sure that's super effective. 19 and 8%. Psychic wasn't very effective, so I got the type wrong. I probably should have looked it up, but I'm not expecting to win in the first place. They have Trick Room down. At least 2 of our Pokemon are pretty slow, so like I don't actually mind that much. We can try an Electro Web again, and I mean Espeon is really fast, so we might as well just let him die. I feel like let's just Dazzling Gleam. Why not? I don't think we'll make a move anyway. Like I'm assuming we'll get one hit killed, but I don't know at the same time. Magearna's special attack Rose. Okay, is the battle glitched or? Oh no, it seems like it's frozen. Oh no, they're picking a move, but we already picked our moves, right? Oh, the server was lagging, okay. It happens. Bringing Umbreon out feels nice. I think this is going to be super effective into Lunala, if I had to guess. And I'm hoping we're actually faster than Lunala, but I don't actually know off the top of my head. Let's see. We might get one tapped, we might kill them. I'm a little hesitant on the killing them part, though. Oh, I've never even heard of that move. It one-hit kills Umbreon. There goes our super effective move against Lunala. And they get another special attack boost, which definitely isn't good for me. Shadow Ball hits Magearna, and it does literally nothing. Alright. Yeah, we lost. And that was our last Pokemon gone. Alright, and we're about to battle Blink the Champ. So hopefully it goes well. There's an Electabuzz, I assume holding an Eeveelution, and a shiny Tyrant. What is that evolution called? I forget. I don't know why. There's a lot of people right here. Alluring Voice. What is that super? Why is it saying super effective? I can only assume it's a dinosaur Pokemon. And then something like Dazzling Gleam probably wouldn't be terrible to try as a first turn move. Alluring Voice does one hit kill. That's a good start. Light Screen comes up from Electabuzz. I think we gotta get Electabuzz out the game this next turn. Oh, Poltergeisterist. I don't know actually the Pokemon's name exactly, but... And I'm not really familiar with what they do. Something like an Electro Web and a Stab Psychic should be a pretty fine turn, I think. Ooh, follow me actually too. Interesting. Electabuzz takes a tiny bit of damage. Psychic and Electabuzz. Ooh, that thing has a lot of health. Shell Smash. Okay, I guess it's boosting itself, which is interesting. What was that? Attack and special attack. I don't know what attack they are yet, but I'm assuming it's gonna be a good idea to try to kill Electabuzz as soon as possible. So let's use our highest power moves and try to do that. I'm also gonna Volt Switch Jolteon out to hopefully something that can help us better with this Pokemon. And it tells me what I want to switch out to. Let's do Umbreon. So I have the Assault Vest and everything, so hopefully we'll be able to survive at least a couple of hits. Espeon is dead though, and we didn't do much damage. Electabuzz is still alive. This thing is really bulky. We're immune to one of the moves. I probably want to bring Jolteon out first. I want to save Sylveon like for a little bit longer. Let's do not Snorl actually. We want to make sure we finish off this Electabuzz, I would think. Actually, if we do finish off with our other Pokemon first though, we would probably want to nerf the attack of the other Pokemon with Snorl anyway. If they are using special attack, that is. I'm not actually 100% sure. Yeah, Shadow Ball is a special attack, so Umbreon doesn't take much damage. It gets its attack lowered a little bit and brought to 30% HP. There's a shiny Ferrothorn. Interesting. I actually like that Pokemon. Let's Snorl again just to keep lowering the attack in Electro Ball or Electro Web. I honestly forget what it's called. Seems like we're going first twice. Or not twice, I guess. Jolteon gets hit by the Shadow Ball next. It does a lot of damage. We finish off the boosted Pokemon. Ferrothorn gets its special attack nerf too. I think it might actually be a physical attacker though. Let's do the Dark Stab and maybe the Alluring Voice on the Ferrothorn. I think Blink has a 4th Pokemon though. I don't think this is it. I could be wrong, but Alluring Voice hits Ferrothorn for just a tiny bit. Dark Pulse comes through too. Seems like it's pretty bulky because it doesn't really do anything. Umbreon survives yet another hit though, so I'm just gonna once again repeat all of those moves, I think. Maybe Volt Switch or something too, just to swap in Sylveon to see if I can do a little bit more damage. And it stabs, so I mean, it does more damage than Lurid Voice anyway, I think. 25% HP. Umbreon does die. Then we just need both these Pokemon to finish off in this turn. So let's Volt Switch again. It's our most powerful move, I think. And we won't switch out this time. Then super effective Shadow Ball should be more effective than Hyper Voice. And it looks like it does finish off the Ferrothorn. So we did take the win in that battle. Okay, we're going to do a best of 3 with Blank. So let's see how it goes. I guess he knows my strategy a little bit better this time. But I also know his. So let's go ahead and immediately try and do as much damage to Electabuzz as possible. And we'll swap out Jolteon to try to get a better attacker in here. I'm gonna swap Jolteon into, I think, Umbreon. Psychic goes through on Electabuzz as well. It just doesn't do anything though, unfortunately. Thinking we go for Stab Dark Pulse because they're both not super effective as far as... Yeah, Electabuzz is only super effective to, or takes super effective damage from the ground type. I guess we could like Dazzling Gleam just to get some chip damage on both of them, maybe. I don't know if that's gonna do like anything though. I mean, it was a crit and didn't do like anything, so yeah, I think it's better if I just don't use that from now on. Power Whip on Umbreon. Let's Dark Pulse, and then I want to Protect. I'd say I think Ferrothorn will actually resist that. I think he's the one that resists it, and then I guess we really don't have any other moves on Espeon, so why don't we just swap into like Sylveon or something? I feel like that's gonna be the best play because our Espeon really can't do anything against either of these Pokemon. I don't want Umbreon to go down either, but it might be inevitable at this rate. As long as he takes on Electabuzz with him, I think I'm pretty fine with that. Ooh, Sylveon got paralyzed. That's not good. Electabuzz is 5%. Power Whip comes out Umbreon yet again, and we have 3 HP left. I guess like a Snarl wouldn't be a bad last move to get a little bit of damage in there. And I'm gonna just use my spread move Hyper Voice. Oh, Sylveon's so low, it's only really gonna get like 1 turn. Snarl finishes off Electabuzz. Hopefully Ferrothorn uses Gyro Ball. Interesting. Ooh, Weakness Policy goes off on Sylveon, but we're still not doing like any damage, which is pretty bad. Has to be Dark Pulse, and then why don't we like Draining Kiss? I don't know, this Ferrothorn is so hard to get rid of this time. I feel like it was a lot easier last time. If they have a spread move, we could both go down too, honestly. Super effective move, alright. Power Whip goes out on Umbreon and does finish them off. Does our Sylveon get to move? They should. Draining Kiss, we finish off the little pot, and we gain a little bit of health back. I'm not sure if that health will end up making a big difference. I say we bring back in Jolteon and just spam Electro Webs. Ooh, we can use Alluring Voice on the dinosaur again, and then Hyper Voice if they don't move first. Or we don't take a crazy amount of damage, whichever one. I think either of these could finish off the Tyrant, though. Can't think of the final evolution name, so I'm gonna just call him Tyrant. Tyrantrum is what it is, yeah. It looks like Blank is taking a second to pick their turn. I've taken a lot of time on my turns too, though, so nothing wrong with that. Maybe I locked in my moves too quickly, because I don't really know the speed of these Pokemon. Jolteon's definitely pretty quick. I have no idea on Tyrantrum's stats, though. Alluring Voice goes through and does want to kill Tyrantrum. Power Whip goes for Sylveon, and does finish Sylveon off as well. Luckily, we have 2 full health Pokemon left, so we can go for... I'd say our most powerful stab move, Volt Switch, is just going to be the best. And then, I mean, yeah, just stab Psychic again. I think that's all we can do. I think this Pokemon just resists our attacks, and then there's not much I can change about that. Volt Switch goes off, it does like 10% maybe. And Psychic, how much is that going to do? Ooh, this is going to be a long battle. Hopefully they don't have like a heal move or something. Espeon does not take up a lot of damage, which I guess is a good sign. We can try Dazzling Gleam instead as well, see if that does a little bit more. Yeah, Volt Switch like probably 10 again if I had to guess. Dazzling Gleam does like 9, I think. Power Whip goes off and does a lot more damage. Our Citrus Berry does heal us up though, so I think we're gonna just barely win this. I'll just keep spamming those same moves. I'll do Dazzling Gleam again, that feels like it did more damage. Alright, 11% left. We should win next turn. If Espeon doesn't die. Okay, Espeon does die. So I don't know, do we finish Ferrothorn off in 1 turn with Volt Switch? I guess we're about to find out. Because if he could one-hit kill Jolteon, I think he would have done that first. Okay, we do finish it off in 1 turn, nice. Or the last turn, not 1 turn at all, but... So it is the ground rival, and let's see if we can go ahead and beat it now. So Mamoswine is the first Pokemon. I think we're just gonna use like a Alluring Voice because it says... Well, yeah, it says it's immune in Mamoswine is ground type, so my electric moves are not going to do anything. And after a couple turns, we should be able to finish off that Mamoswine. I guess they actually, yeah, they just killed my Jolteon, but honestly, I'm not too worried about it. I think we should be able to win pretty easily still. So let's just do like Hyper Voice or something. We should be able to kill with anything. Earthquake does a lot of damage though, so hopefully the next Pokemon that comes out, we can Draining Kiss and heal a good amount of health back. Ooh, Iron Treads. They might activate our weakness policy, honestly. And at least Giga Impact. We're 1 HP now. Draining Kiss heals us like 30 health, so that's not going to do much. I think we're just going to die here, honestly. We can try Shadow Ball. Oh, it doesn't want to kill. They're still 50% health. What move do they use? Let's swap while we can into like Umbreon or something. Because I kind of want to... I don't want Sylvan to die right now. Endeavor does a little less than half, so let's try something like a Dark Pulse, I would think would be fine. Steel Roller fails, that's good. And Dark Pulse does finish off Iron Treads. Great Tusk resists Dark, so I used Shadow Ball, but I died on the first turn anyway, so it doesn't end up mattering too much. We might not win this rival battle again. Let's do Psychic. We go first because Espeon does tend to be pretty quick, which is definitely a good thing. We only have Sylveon left after this, which has like no health left. Ooh, Groudon. Drought gets activated, which shouldn't be a huge deal except for the fact that it's going to do a lot of damage to us. We're still faster, 63. We just can't die in one turn. Earthquake does more than half, but our Berry gets us kind of like to 3/4 again. So I think we'll be fine. Hopefully we get a crit. That's kind of what we need, I think. I also didn't bring my 5th Eeveelution. Like, Flareon could be with my team right now, so if we like barely lose, I'll kind of suck. We can do another move though before we die, so Groudon is going to be eliminated. Now I don't know if the ground rival has another Pokemon. That could be it. Oh no, they have Garchomp, and this one is still active. Garchomp I think has less speed than Espeon though, so we're going to get at least one free turn, which we can use Dazzling Gleam on. Oh, which actually doesn't do a lot for being super effective. Sandstorm, so I think our evasion is going to drop a little bit. I'm just going to hit Dazzling Gleam again, hope that actually hits. At 9% health. Sandstorm again, very good strategy from the ground rival here. Then my last Dazzling Gleam does finish him off, and I think we won the battle. Oh no, there's one more Pokemon. Espeon just died. Oh my gosh, and they have one more Pokemon. We might be dead here. Oh no, and they resist our fairy moves. Let's try Shadow Ball and hope we kill it in one turn. Oh my gosh, it does no damage. I think we're gonna lose. Toxic. Oh my gosh, we literally have one turn to win. I mean, the only other thing I can do is use like Hyper Voice and hope it does enough damage. And it didn't. Okay, we lost. I should have brought Flareon, I guess, but I can bring Flareon and try again this rival and the last rival on day 100. Oh, I don't think I was recording, but I'm in a battle with Rich now. My Sylveon went down. I made a bad move or two, but overall this team is pretty good, and he's been doing a pretty good job. But yeah, I think I forgot to hit record. I'm gonna Snarl, says it's super effective, and I might as well just hit him with the Electro Web again, I guess. Umbreon takes a tiny bit of damage, nothing bad. Electro Web hits Slowking, but it misses the other Pokemon again. I wonder why it keeps missing. I'm kind of confused. Jolteon gets finished off, so we will not be able to figure out why it keeps missing, because they're dead now. And let's try something like... Let's think. Let's Shadow Ball, Slowking, and then... what do we use on Comfy, though? I think both these are fine, so let's just try Psychic then. Slowking swaps out, interesting, into Arcanine. Intimidate goes down, but we don't actually have any physical attacker, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, Comfy doesn't even take damage from that. And they use Calm Mind, so they do get a special attack boost. Yeah, that did not do like any damage to either of them. Let's Snarl again to try to save ourselves from extra damage, and then I guess just keep targeting the Comfy to get him out. I don't know. I think we lost either way. Yeah, it doesn't do any damage. Rock Slide comes out as well. We don't flinch or anything though, which is good. Yeah, we're just not doing enough damage. I guess if we do live with Umbreon, let's Dark Pulse and Psychic Comfy. Let's see if we can just finish him off one last turn. Doesn't seem likely though. Yeah, Umbreon goes down. Psychic isn't going to do much of anything, unfortunately. 61. I think they have a couple of boosts. Flare Blitz hits Espeon. Ooh, they're under half. That hurts. We could like Protect or something, but it's not going to save us the round, so I'm just going to attack. And I do think we lose this turn. Yeah, Dranicus also heals the Comfy a bit, and Extreme Speed hits Espeon for the rest. That was a good battle. I don't know if we took down a single Pokemon, though. Alright, we're having another rematch with a Blank. I think he said he had new Pokemon, but it seems like these two are the same this time. I think we gotta probably swap out pretty quickly here. I wonder if we swap the ability on like Electabuzz. I could see Electabuzz having what is it called? Volt Absorb. I was using a lot of those moves on Electabuzz last time, so I'm gonna protect on Espeon though, so we can get Jolteon out easier with the Volt Switch. We can do a little bit of damage, and then I don't know, going into something like, let me actually think this out. I think Dark will be fine. That's my best choice against Ferrothorn. Hopefully we don't like die in one hit. Light Screen. Oh, it makes them more powerful. Interesting. Ingrain. Makes sense to an extent. Alright, I'm just gonna spam Dark Pulse on Ferrothorn and then probably something like Psychic on Electabuzz maybe. I don't know how this is gonna go, but we're gonna find out. I really don't like this Electabuzz. Thunderbolt does some okay damage. Oh, Dark Pulse doesn't do anything. Spikes bounces the spikes back from Magic Bounce. That's good for us. But yeah, this team, I did not like playing against them. Just, this Electabuzz is so hard to deal with, I feel like. And Ferrothorn takes no damage in like its regenning. I don't know if we're gonna be able to kill Ferrothorn, like even if it was his only Pokemon. Maybe when the screens are up. So maybe let's just spam Snarl and I don't know. Maybe we put our own screen up with wait, this is where I have my screen, right? No, it's on Sylveon. Okay. Let's try to swap in Sylveon. I'm really hoping it doesn't go too bad though. Thunderbolt hits Umbreon. We're gonna get paralyzed eventually though, which also sucks. Both the special attacks go down. Umbreon gets hit by Power Whip. It does hurt a bit. Let's Dark Pulse Ferrothorn again and put up that Reflect. Hopefully that helps us out a little bit. Dark Pulse does, nothing. Reflect made your team stronger against... Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I don't know. Like, I really don't think... I think it's impossible for us to kill Ferrothorn this game with the Ingrain move. I don't think we can do enough damage. It's too bulky. We don't have any super effective move. If we brought Flareon, it'd be easier, but just can't leave me pondering what I should do. Maybe let's just kill Umbreon first. Might be like a fine idea. Or not Umbreon first, but if we kill Electabuzz first, Electabuzz goes out. We have Melodic come in. The spikes, their own spikes hit him a bit. Hyper Voice, that doesn't, neither of those do a lot of damage. Gyro Ball hits Sylveon. It doesn't do much, but Ferrothorn keeps regenning. I'm just gonna spam Snarl and try to keep my screens up. Hopefully that ends up helping me out. We could probably like Shadow Ball the Ferrothorn and see if that does damage. Icy Wind, oh, that's not good for us. I think we should get Jolteon out here, honestly. Oh, competitive. So what do they have a boost on? Special attack? Okay. Makes sense. When does our screen run out though? We might be better off switching Umbreon and maybe going for like a spread move possibly. Hopefully Sylveon doesn't die this turn. At least Ferrothorn is finally losing some damage. Scold hits Sylveon and does kill them. It sucks, but what can we really do? Oh my gosh, Jolteon takes so much damage too. That sucks. Electro Web and... Oh, wait, we can't use Electro Web. I think that's why he brought Melodic, because I have so many Pokemon that nerfs the moves, unfortunately. Guess we just have to Volt Switch on them then. That's really all we have. Do we protect on Espeon and hope they attack them? Melodic switches out. Oh yeah, the spikes are hurting them though, and we have Volt Switch coming out, so I really don't mind that. We also protected, so Umbreon has to tank a hit for us this turn, which stinks, but again, I don't really mind it. Power Whip hits Umbreon, doesn't do too much. Reflect wore off. Sylveon is dead though, so we cannot replace the Reflect. Let's go for Dazzling Gleam Spread. Again, like even if we kill all three of the Pokemon, I think we lose to Ferrothorn. I just don't have any move that can damage it. I didn't use any move that boosts the stats because I'm expecting Melodic to come back in since Jolteon is gone. Electabuzz is dead. Ferrothorn is taking damage, but they just regen it after the turn. Ingrain, I guess, is like a permanent move. So you use it once and you regenerate forever, which is pretty interesting. Mawile, okay. That does not sound like a good pair. We could get Snarl in there, I think. And then just another Dazzling Gleam, maybe. We just gotta keep chipping Ferrothorn down if we want any chance of winning this, I think. Psychic, I don't know. I don't think Psychic would do anything to Mawile, but I'm not 100% on that. Okay, Blink Norris battle like glitched out and he crashed. Like, it wasn't letting the moves go off, so I just forfeited the battle there because we wouldn't have been able to win anyway. The 3 Pokemon left. It was a good battle, but it's just... If we had Flareon, it would have been better. maybe we should swap our team up next time. I don't know. Like, 2 of his Pokemon were super effective against, like, my Flare Blitz would have one-hit killed 2 of them. I think Ferrothorn and maybe it was Mawile, I'll forget. But Ferrothorn definitely has a 4 times weakness to fire, so we would have easily been able to take that out. Or if I just had more move variety, if I haven't used Trick Room once, we could honestly take this off of Espeon, and I could look up what we could maybe put on there right now. I also need to finish my goal of getting at least one of all the Eeveelutions, so I think we need to go ahead and buy some stones now to evolve them. So in held items, we're gonna have to buy, where are they? I actually can't find them, they might be on a different page. Oh, I had to be in evolution items, oops. We're gonna need a water stone for Vaporeon, a leaf stone for Leafeon, and oh yeah, there you go, the ice stone. And then if we go ahead and put away 2 of our Eeveelutions, we can grab 3 of these Eevees I have sitting in here. And if I throw them out and give them each one of these, we can finish by getting every single Eeveelution in the game. Just gotta bring them back into my party, and we'll evolve them one by one. There's Leafeon, Vaporeon, and Glaceon. Let's throw them out and look at them. Definitely some cool Pokemon, but I didn't find a use for them in battling in this video, but Glaceon and Leafeon are really good Eeveelutions. I like Vaporeon too, but probably not quite as much as the other 2. But Vaporeon, I mean, all Eeveelutions are really nice. I don't think there's a bad one. Honestly, I think just for the sake of having a different type move where we can get some more coverage and replacing the Trick Room, the only move I really found on Umbreon, or Espeon, that I could replace it with is like Power Gem. I don't know, I don't know how many types Rock is going to hit, but it's at least a move that is going to be different, which I think is a win. Also, I guess my berry disappeared, oops, so we were also battling without our berry at some point. Also, I just gave Umbreon the TR, oops. There we go, Espeon now knows the move. So let me get that berry back. Alright, there we go. We just throw out Espeon and put that back on. Then I think we're like probably one more battle against somebody, and then we can go ahead and wrap it up with those last 2 trainer battles. I also have to go to spawn, and I could buy some stuff from the token shop here. I think some extra large candy so we don't have to go fight with Unknown forever. If we just give each of these a couple, we can get them up to a good enough level to, like, yeah, 95, we can just finish off the rival battles without having to level more, which is going to be a really nice bonus, not having to gain a bunch of levels again. Alright, we instantly got Sylveon to level 96. 8 large ones should finish off Jolteon. Oh, okay, Jolteon is level 99, or 98. Wait, I need to level up Umbreon too, oops. So that was definitely the wrong Pokemon. These get Umbreon to level 95. Okay, level 91 is close enough, honestly. I am battling Han again. We fought her earlier and she had like the ice team, which looks like she brought again, but I also had Flareon last time, so I think this is probably going to be harder because we don't have any fire moves. We have the rock move now, which actually is probably going to come in handy, but I think it'll be smart to just start off with Electro Web, and finishing off like Baxcalibur first could be smart since I know it's like a pseudo legendary and it's pretty powerful, or it can be if you don't have something to deal with it. Power Gem hits, it doesn't actually KO it though, so Aurora Veil does get used. And Dragon Dance comes out, interesting. We might actually be slower, but Electro Web did hit once before, so there's a good chance we're also faster, so let's see if we can finish Baxcalibur off. I'm gonna try. Oh yeah, Electro Web does do some nice chip damage, and Baxcalibur gets finished off with that new rock move we have. Very lucky that I put it on there. It was not the use case I was thinking of. You know, it would have been good against the Ferrothorn. Rock's good against grass, I think. Oh, okay. I know that Dracovish can be a very powerful Pokemon. I'm just going to continue spamming my Rock-type move. I'm going to try finish off Ninetales, though. Vicious Rend hits Jolteon and finishes it off. Power Gem goes off on Ninetales. Alright, so to deal with this Dragon type, I'm going to bring out Sylveon next, I think, and try to Hyper Voice. Okay, nice. I think Hyper Voice will hit both these Pokemon for at least neutral, which is definitely a good thing for me. And let's hit Sneasler with Psychic. I think that's going to be our best bet here. Dracovish is not going to die this turn, and Vicious Rend could come out and do some damage to someone. Hopefully it doesn't one-hit kill. Ah, it does one-hit kill. That thing just does so much damage. Dire Claw one-hit kills too, okay. We just had 2 KOs in one turn, so we went from doing good to doing terrible. Which is unfortunate, because, if we have one Pokemon left, we basically just lose. I guess we could just throw a Dark Pulse on the Dracovish, but I think it is a loss here. I actually don't even know off the top of my head the details of the move Vicious Rend. It is a pretty new move to me, but I know I've heard it can be pretty good in some strategies. It doesn't actually finish off Umbreon, but Close Combat comes out second, so we do get finished off. I think we finished off like what, 1 Pokemon? If I remember correctly. Oh no, 2, Baxcalibur and Ninetales. But it was a good fight. Okay, the rival is actually just broken. Like, it literally doesn't work. But 8, 9, or 10th one, I think it just broke that. So, since the rival, if we're all being honest, is like way worse than a player, let's just battle Jojo and call that the last rival. I think that counts. Alright, Jojo and the poison team, the last Pokemon we're fighting. Venusaur's a cool poison Pokemon, honestly. Sometimes I forget it is even poison. Electro Rooms aren't gonna do anything to Nidoking because it's ground type. We can hit Volt Switch on Venusaur and that would probably be fine. Let's do Psychic on Nidoking as well. That should be super effective. Yeah, the Volt Switch does like nothing bad. I mean, I didn't expect it to do much anyway. I'm just trying to swap into Umbreon or something a little bit better. Earth Power doesn't do a lot to Umbreon, so that's definitely good. How much does Psychic do? Psychic actually one-hit kills Nidoking. Nice. Night Fever. Oh, that's the Pokemon's name. Okay, they use knockoff. Okay. Let's do Snarl. I think Venusaur is a physical attacker, so we'll use Psychic again on the Muck Pokemon. Oh, immune. Interesting. Guess I got that wrong. Well, let's use it on Venusaur then. It must be good on somebody here. I'm just gonna use Snarl again to see if I can get pulled off before I die. Alright, Venusaur takes a bunch of damage. They're at 3% HP now. Looks like Umbreon will actually get us another Snarl off. And finish off the Venusaur. Nice, I'll take it. If it's gonna die to poison anyway, that would... I mean, that's a pretty good way for it to go out. Both Pokemon should faint this turn. So is it 1 Pokemon? We have 2 Pokemon left again, and then... Does Jojo have 1? Okay, no, Jojo has 2. I think I'll probably be fine just... I mean, should we... I don't know if these Pokemon are physical or special attackers, though. Okay, yeah, let's leave the screens up. It seems they're both physical attack. And then let's just Electro to kind of lower the speed if we could. I think would be helpful. High horsepower on Jolteon. Okay, so they get 1 hit killed. The screens go up, thankfully. And it looks like we're probably going to lose. Yeah, I mean, that's... Weakness Policy goes out, but they have a super effective move against us. I think doing Hyper Voice is going to be our best bet, but then again, I don't know if it's going to be able to finish these Pokemon off in time. Yeah, high horsepower comes out. We actually move first before Muck, though, which is good. But let's see, do we get poisoned? Oh, it doesn't even just... It doesn't poison us, but it finishes us off, so... We do lose the battle there. Well, if you guys enjoyed the video, it is going to be ending there. We got all the Eeveelutions. We got some pretty nice rival battles. We trained up 5 of the Eevees, I think. We'd end up using these 3 in a battle, which, I mean, that's fine. Could be fun if we ever do another Eevee video, but I don't know if I will. Some of the Eevees had pretty bad movesets, and I would really like to battle my videos. I'm most disappointed... Ooh, a shiny Bulbasaur in the chat. That is pretty nice. I think I'm most disappointed in the Flareon. Out of the movesets I used, Flareon literally had 2 moves that worked, which was sad. And the abilities are pretty basic, but Eevees all around, they look really awesome. The Eeveelutions are cool. Share a video with a friend if you liked it. Share this video with a friend if you liked it. And I'll see everybody in the next one. Goodbye.